You are now entering the world of Musings of a Geek podcast network. Stay geeky, my friends.
Coming to you from the Bob Studios, it's the History of Bad Ideas podcast with your host, Jason Brigger and Jeff Now.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 34. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Blake.
And I'm Kristin.
Yay!
She interrupted us before we could start. We have a guest in the studio. Kristin?
It's Kristin.
No.
Blake?
Bob Holt.
Bob's back.
Holt.
Bob
Yes.
Holt.
He's back from suspension. No, Kristin Hale from your website. It's freeatlast.com.
.com.
It's freeatlast.com.
So she's going to join us this week. She was the one that got us into Guardians of the Galaxy early screening.
For the premiere screening, yes.
You're welcome.
And for that, we
Thank you.
owe her a debt.
And you brought a huge Guardians of the Galaxy box in here, I noticed.
I did.
What's in it?
I don't know. I haven't opened it.
We get
You were.
I don't know. I haven't opened it yet.
so we get to open it live on the air.
Indeed.
Did you just do raptor hands? Yeah.
No,
That's a Hercules
T-Rex
clap.
hand.
That's a Sherman.
Sherman.
Hercules. Tell us about your website.
It's freeatlast.com. Basically, I review anything from movies to services to products. I host a lot of cool giveaways of products. I've given away things like ice makers and video games, video gaming systems, a lot of tech stuff. So check me out.
You're like Oprah.
Oprah's favorite thing.
You get a car, and you get a car.
And I
That's
get a
right.
tax deduction.
That's right. I am the Oprah of Ohio.
Oprah of Ohio. Now, if somebody went to itsfreeatlast.com right now, what would they find on your website?
What would be posted at the top right now would be...
That's a good question.
Wow. What did I just post before I left? I think it was it's a man cave thing. It's a
Ooh, man cave. I like man cave stuff.
It's a portable like tray system that you store stuff in, and it's a few feet high.
Something
the
We're going with
latest.
that.
We'll
Yeah.
go with that. That sounds
Yeah.
good. You know, now that my daughters have gone back to school, I can get my TV room back, so I can call it my man cave again.
Until they come back from college.
Until they come back from college, then I'm exiled.
And you were out of town this weekend.
Yes,
You were
I was. I was in Texas watching them kick off the soccer season. Lost to Texas A&M, number 9 in the nation, but we tied Rice University. So, you know, ties are good in European socialism.
That's right. Damn Texas A&M.
Damn soccer.
Damn them. So, Jeff, what are you doing over there?
I'm looking at itsfreeatlast.com, seeing what I can try and get.
Okay, what are you getting?
Well, there's some Lugs boots.
Ooh.
Lugs.
There is.
I only know those
tabletop,
because I've had teenage
ice maker,
daughters.
which we don't have an ice maker at home, so I might have to try to get that one.
It's actually just a guy that comes to your house and makes ice.
That's fine with me.
You don't have an ice maker?
Well, it's not. We have one in the fridge, the freezer downstairs, but there's no line hooked up to it.
Oh, okay.
So, in essence, no, we don't.
Okay.
All right, so top
and you do
things a Trinity dual rack storage system.
Okay.
Put all your knickknacks on.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We could use that for the studio.
If you're a man who likes tools, there you go.
Nice 1990s home improvement flashback.
Who gets that reference?
So, okay. So, Kristen's going to sit with us. She's going to plug her site throughout the night. So, go to it, though. Also, they have all the Guardians of the Galaxy premiere stuff, because you went out there
I did.
to the
I did.
actual premiere in California.
I did. Aren't you jealous?
Incredibly. You can probably see it wiping over my face here. That's jealousy.
Okay.
Yeah, they were
All right.
weeping about it last week off the air.
So, how was it? Explain what you did out there.
Just the Guardians portion or the entire trip?
Well, you know, within 5 minutes.
I
Did you
can
meet
tell
Chris
it for
Pratt?
you.
That's
I
what we
did
want to
get
know. And
to
did you
meet
touch
Chris
his
Pratt.
abs
I stood next to him
before
in
you
the
got
picture.
arrested?
No, I didn't get to touch his abs, but I did touch his shoulder
Ooh.
and other above waist parts.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I toured the Disney Studios. I toured the ABC Family Studios. Saw 3 movie premieres that had not yet premiered in theaters nationwide. I got to see 100-Foot Journey and meet Amish.
We have some questions on that.
All right. I'll repeat myself because I was interrupted. Thank you, Jason.
You'll be happy.
Was that about the 100-foot journey? I was about to make a really bad joke, but I don't want to offend our female listeners.
You can't. Oh, I was going to say you can't offend me. Got to interview Manish Dayal, the star of 100-Foot Journey.
Oh, okay.
I got to see Alexander's No Good, Very Bad, Horrible Day with Steve Carell and Jennifer Garner. That'll come out in October.
Okay.
Wow.
Just a quick shout out. It was funny. I would go see it.
Okay.
Good kids film?
Yeah. Good kids film. Very
Okay.
good kids film. Steve Carell did a real good job, as usual, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer Garner kind of out of her element a little bit, and turned out to be a really good movie. Guardians of the Galaxy, I think that movie spoke for itself. I got to see it. I was part of the first private nationwide screening of 400 people in 3D, and it was amazing. The next day, I got to interview Dave Bautista. Really, really great guy, humble. Really enjoyed meeting him.
He had a nice ice water bucket challenge.
He did have a nice
did
ice
see
water
that.
bucket challenge that he was challenged by
Chris Pratt. Pratt.
I got to then meet Zoe Saldana. She was more...
Beautiful than you thought?
You bet. Sure.
Was she brown, blue, or green?
Yeah, well, did she have the avatar color on? Was she natural, or did she have
She was au natural.
Okay.
And dressed very nicely. She was very coached and spoke very passionately about her role. And she didn't want Gamora to be just another karate super action hero. She was inspired by a friend of hers who was a photographer, and at that point was doing a photo shoot on a bullfighter. So she studied and researched bullfighting to help train as Gamora.
Interesting.
Then came your hero, James Gunn.
Do you like James Gunn? Slither?
Really, really funny guy. Very open. He would tweet us back. He still tweets me back. Ha ha.
He tweets you back, ha ha, or he actually sends you words?
Why are you texting me? Ha ha.
No, he tweets us, and he's really shorter than I thought.
Like in his text or tweets, or in his real life?
As in his
size.
stature.
Oh, okay.
Stature. I believe I'm taller than him.
Okay.
And just a real funny guy, and he loves Starbucks.
Yeah.
Is that a shout out to Starbucks?
Are they one of your corporate sponsors?
Can they be one of our sponsors?
Sure. Anyway, then came Pratt.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt abs.
You know, he enters a room, and
Yeah.
of course...
You know, we had a very great interview with Chris Pratt. Was
Did you hear
your
that?
talk to
heard that
him
Chris
just
Pratt
as
interview.
exciting
I
as
did.
ours?
I did hear that Chris Pratt interview.
Yeah.
He
was
walked
a
out of the
little-
studio.
Yeah, he walked out on us, though.
I thought that would occur considering
Did
present
he
company.
talk about us? Did he ask about me?
No.
That's all I want to know.
No.
Damn.
No, I'm sorry.
He tweets about you all the time.
Yeah. But he, of course, the room lit up when he walked in. He's just got this infectious humor that resonates when he walks into a room. He was, it was like sitting down with your brother, or sitting down with, you know.
Well, not Jeff's brother. He's an ass.
My brother, I don't think it's a thing like sitting down with my brother.
No, it was like sitting down with a family member and just talking.
Just talking like old times.
Just talking like we were catching up, and he I think I told you, Jason, some of the highlights. He was an avid collector of the Punisher comic books. He used to his family was so poor, he couldn't afford comic books. He would get hand-me-downs from friends and whatnot. And one time he went to a church bingo with, I believe, his grandmother and won $300, and he spent all $300 on comic books.
Nothing wrong with that.
I believe he was 12. And so he's always been an artist. He likes the artistic side of comic books. So he was great. He would have stayed all day, I think, had his publicist not shoved him out the door.
He would have stayed all day here too, but Blake insulted him, so it just went downhill from there.
So I'll have to talk to him about what happened and see if I can get both sides. There's two
reconcile. Let's reconcile. That's all we want.
Well, there's two sides to every story. Right. So I got yours now. I need to go and get his, and let's see what kind of mending we can do here.
I'll be honest. I'm taking Chris Pratt's side, Blake.
I'm about to say, no offense, his side probably isn't much different. Blake insulted him and he laughed.
And all the interviews can be on your website, right?
That's right. The last one, real quick, Vin Diesel. Mm-hmm. I am Groot, of course, Vin,
did he do his whole interview with "I am Groot"?
That would have been funny if he did.
He danced with us. His publicist actually, it wasn't his publicist. It was a high school friend that he used to dance with in New York, and he's like his assistant now. Vin did like this ABC Jackson 5 dance with the entire group of us, and the assistant recorded it. It's in video. Heaven somewhere.
Online somewhere.
Somewhere. I don't know if we'll ever get to see it.
Maybe
find it somewhere.
Vin Diesel dances and sings a lot.
He was actually in a breakdancing crew when he was in his early 20s called The Ultimate 2. Him and a friend. They were breakdancing.
I wonder if they ever got served.
But, again, charismatic. What you see on the screen is pretty much who he is. There's, no different personality between his funny, confident self on the screen and in person. And so, yeah, it was a great time.
And everything's it's free at last.
Everything is on itsfreeatlast.com. If you look on the menu bar, you'll see movie and entertainment reviews. Mm-hmm. And you click on that and it'll go through all my coverage for the entire LA trip.
So there you go. So go look at it, Hobies.
Go.
Okay, so places you can find us so let's get through this. Musings of a Geek Network.
You can find us on Geek Life Radio every Friday morning at 9 a.m. Central Time,
10 a.m. Eastern,
7 a.m. Pacific,
5 a.m. Hawaii time.
What about Central Canadian?
Noon.
Okay.
And then listener feedback starts with who?
Number one fan, Doug.
Can't give yourself a nickname.
Yay, Doug.
He wants to know what other cities is Nickelback from Graphic Novice going to visit in his Charles Kuralt on the road segment. I'm not sure which other places Nickelback is going to visit.
I'm not sure if he's going to go out to the deep, dark depths of Canada, or if he's just going to stick to pure hockey sites.
So outside of Toronto and Edmonton.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'm wondering, I want him to go to, like, Whitehorse.
I want him to go to Dildo, Canada.
Well,
that's a real city.
I know it is.
So...
My God.
But we know he's responsible for his own expenses, but he can send his claims into here at Hobie.
Yes.
And we'll get right to them.
Yes, we'll send them over to Dan. So... But has he given us a new hockey report this week?
He hasn't as of yesterday.
That's ridiculous.
He's fired.
Well, no, let's not go that far. We're not paying him anyways. So, Doug asked, Godzilla opened to $100 million in opening week, but only made $200 million total domestically. Is that a disappointment?
It depends. How many weeks was Godzilla at the cinema?
I would say 6.
Yeah, I would say no, it's not a disappointment because most movies, especially those tentpole movies that just have that big weekend, pretty much that's half their gross anyway. For the majority of them, unless they really get legs or something. But they probably wanted to make more, but I'm sure they're incredibly happy with what they made.
I think it did well because it's a brand new it's a brand new franchise.
Yeah,
and it started off well. They try and get the legs in that.
You mean brand new franchise? You mean a brand new reboot of a franchise?
Pretty much is what he means. Yes.
Okay.
So, okay. Okay, Doug's other question. Just watched Spider-Man 2.
Amazing Spider-Man.
That's right. wasn't amazing. Is there really a need for more of these? I like Andrew Garfield, but I am bored with having Spider-Man by himself. Actually, I think he said, I like Garfield. Maybe the cat?
Oh, I thought he meant the president. It's my favorite president.
Ooh. How about that?
He's
Garfield
from Ohio.
and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I did write a review on this on musingsofthegeeknetwork.com. Musingsgeek.com.
All right, I haven't read it yet.
Oh, okay. I give it a C. And saw it this past weekend. Quite disappointed. Well, actually, the bar was set so low I wasn't really expecting
I'm
much.
about to say a C, in my opinion, means it was an average movie.
Yes.
A C is an average. You're average. The movie is average.
Unfortunately, Marvel has made so many good films, and then you see something else that's made, like Sony making these Spider-Man movies, and you're just like, oh man, really? It should write itself. It should.
When did Spider-Man premiere?
Which one?
Which series? Which reboot?
You mean The Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Yes.
It was
June.
March?
No. It was June this year.
No, it was...
April, May? It was after Captain America. It was May.
Was it before or after X-Men?
Before.
So it was the middle one.
Yes. So...
You know, when they decided to reboot the whole Spider-Man series with The Amazing Spider-Man, I was really, what's a good way to put it, nonplussed by it. Meaning I really didn't care either way because, you know, I liked the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I liked Raimi's version. You know, Raimi, I think, stayed true to the comics and etc. But you know, instead of coming out with a 4 and continuing things, which I think might have been better, you know, they said they'd go ahead and they decided to shit out another reboot of a reboot.
Yeah.
You know, which kind of reminds me, I saw a great meme this week, and it said Hollywood movies 50 years ago, 1964, and it was a pie chart, and it said original ideas, and it was all one solid color, 100%. And then 2014, it was like movies in Hollywood today, and it was like broken up between reboots of reboots, remakes, sequels, which is the way I think the way it feels now.
Guardians of the Galaxy is new. That's a new one.
That is a new one. I will give that one.
So there was a sliver for
There's
original
a sliver.
ideas?
There's a small sliver, but it wasn't a big piece of pie.
I've never heard of Godzilla before this year.
Yes, you have.
Yes, you
Get out of here.
Let's see, from Jillian at 1Jillian.
Yay, Jillian.
She answered our Fez question.
Fez?
She writes...
Uncle Fez?
No, Fester. Finally listening to Bad Ideas podcast from last week. You guys, this is in all caps, Doctor Who number 11 wore a Fez. That's why they're popular at Gen Con.
Hey, wait a minute. I want to get to the point where she says, finally listening to.
Yes, yes.
What's up with that?
Jillian, a little disappointed in here.
Step it up.
Hey, but she answered our question, though. She's the only
yes,
one
true,
to let
true,
us know.
So
Who?
thank you.
So I'm not going to yell at her.
Kristin,
Who?
do you watch Doctor
Jillian.
Who?
No.
Oh, Doctor Who.
Who?
What?
When?
Where?
Why?
How?
I don't know.
Are we all done with this joke?
We'll never be done with that joke.
Because
Why is Kristin rubbing her head like she has a headache?
She's like, why am I here? We are Amy from Cultural Babble and Meg from Minions Minute is live tweeting us now.
Yay, Meg.
Meg wants to know why she's never a guest on the show. I'll be honest, you're not in Ohio.
that pretty much is it.
One day we'll have the technology where you can call in
or Skype.
or Skype.
Well,
Skype.
One day we'll figure out how Skype works.
You're the tech guy, Jeff.
Yeah, I was a tech guy before computers.
Oh, okay.
So once they added computers to them, I got lost.
This is our tech guy who can't handle group text on his cell phone. So we're having, that's how challenged we are here.
I can handle group text, just not from your phone.
Let's see here. So yes, we did mention you. So there you go, Amy. Let's see here. Doctor Number One asked your thoughts on Sony possibly coming out with the Dazzler movie. Ugh. And there was an old script with Cher in it. Back
That's
in
why
the
you
80s
said
and 90s.
Sunny.
I did say Sunny.
Sonny and
That's
Cher.
Sunny.
It's a Freudian slip.
So
I think my thoughts of Sony coming out with a Dazzler movie are slim to none, because I'm pretty sure Dazzler would fall into the X-Men rights and Fox would be the ones to have the
okay,
rights
let's
to
hope
Dazzler.
Fox never makes it. So
I actually
Dazzler.
want to see a Dazzler movie. I like the character of Dazzler.
You're the only one in this
There's
world,
about
Kelly.
7 of us.
Okay.
We have
okay.
a little group to get together
Is it
every
a
once
cult?
in a while. It's not a cult. It's more of a...
You just drink Kool-Aid, Kristin. It's okay.
Gotcha.
Be sure everybody that's under the age of 40, go Google Sonny and Cher, and you'll get the reference joke.
Let's see here. Unless there's a tree in the way. Didn't he die because he hit a tree?
Yes.
Yes.
Was that him?
Yeah,
He
Or was
was
that one of the
skiing
Kennedys?
accident.
Both.
Both? Okay. So,
Skiing accidents running into trees were popular that year, weren't they?
Pretty
was it the
much.
same year?
It was close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, within a couple of years of each other.
Yeah.
You haven't heard of any since or before.
Wait,
for at least
isn't that how
celebrities.
Liam Neeson's wife died?
Oh, yeah. She was it a tree or did she just fall?
Tasha Richardson?
Yeah.
No.
She
It
was
was
skiing.
a skiing accident, though, wasn't it?
Okay, here's an idea. Don't go skiing, people. Or seriously.
Or you go that way really
Anywhere,
fast. If
ever.
something gets in your way, turn.
Let's see here. Doctor Number One says, explain how Transformers keeps making $1 billion.
Because they don't underestimate the stupidity of the general public.
Oh my God! Look what I have written here, Jason. Look what I circled.
Stupid people.
Jeff, you read my mind. There's a reason why we do this podcast together.
Kristen, are you a fan of the Transformers movies?
Not really.
Okay.
All right, fits in right here.
Sweet.
Yay.
That's why you're here.
Are you a fan
No.
of the old Transformers cartoon and toys?
Maybe back when I was a kid.
All right.
Okay.
You know, the only other answer I can think of, think about the summer movies and what was out this summer that you'd go see if you really didn't give a shit about all the movies that they made this summer.
I would go see Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, before Guardians of the Galaxy.
Pre-Guardians.
Pre-Guardians. I was about to
I
say
think-
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I
but
think
that
the only
was-
one's been Transformers.
Ugh.
I mean, what are you going to do? You're looking at a studio of 10 films. What are you going to do? You're like, well, I guess I've
Could
got to go
see
see that
Chef.
Transformers movie. But the problem is, Chef was only at small number of movies.
No, good point.
Transformers was infecting everybody like bad herpes.
Oh my god.
Is there a good herpes?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the type that's on your lip.
Your stripper ex-girlfriend, I don't care what she says. There is no good herpes.
What?
Let's see here. Michael from Who the What Now is asking, what would be your breakdancing names?
Oh, wow. I didn't have time to prepare that one.
It just came across live tweeting.
Oh, live tweet.
Kristen, what's your breakdancing name?
Oh. Can we come back to me?
Okay.
Mine is White Man with Overbite.
Okay. Mine's Vanilla Ice.
Really?
What? You're stealing?
That's not original.
I'm not original. Okay, fine. I'll be Smooth Up in you.
Really?
Love it.
There you go. There you go.
J Now.
Okay, moving on. Kristen.
Oh my God, that was horrible.
That's what it would
But
be.
that was a great pun.
Chris Nasty.
There you go.
She wins.
See? What about Smooth Up in ya?
Well, Chris Nancy is better.
Yeah, it is.
Breakdancing name. I like it and all, but
Meg is asking from Minions Minute, have you watched Outlander? Give it up. We're not watching Outlander. Give it up, Meg.
Can I ask what is Outlander?
Okay, so I did some research on this.
I'm glad you're the one.
Yes.
All right, here comes a 10-minute dissertation.
Because every day on Twitter, I get 6 different tweets from Meg and Amy asking about Outlander. Okay, so basically, a husband and wife go back in time, or they find this magical rock, and she gets transported to a different time. Like,
17th century
1400s or
Scotland.
something,
yeah.
or-
And she ends up falling in love with somebody then, too. So she keeps going transporting back in time from...
She's going back and forth?
Yes.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
No, it doesn't.
And finding love in every century.
And I guess the books start when she's 20 and or 20 something, and then they're still going. I guess it's like she's 50 something now. So there's 9 books, I think. So it's on Showtime next.
It sounds like an extended version of that really bad
I thought it was-
Sandra Bullock movie with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, the Lake House.
The Lake House.
Yes, with the
Yeah.
mailbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic mailboxes, gotta love them.
Magic mailbox. I got a letter from her 20 years ago.
But I think like she has a kid in it, and she doesn't know which one is the father because she's transported back and forth.
When was the kid born?
I don't-
Yeah, and how do you?
We don't
How do
know.
you document that?
Well, this kid was born in 1486. He saw the Magna Carta.
But he's 4.
Yes.
But the problem is, it sounds, cool, like time travel stuff or whatever, but they just pretty much turned it into just giant sex scenes or something.
Did they?
That's what I heard.
Oh, okay.
Are they trying to
Is it on?
It's supposed to be like erotica, from what I thought.
Are they trying to get on the coattails of 50 Shades?
Yeah, probably.
You think so?
Although the book's probably been out longer than
Yeah,
that,
it has been out for a long time. Now, is it on Showtime or Cinemax?
Stars.
Okay, well, there you go.
All right.
We're not watching it. Give it up.
I think they're trying to do the Game of Thrones because they're all doing the sex all the time, and I think they're just jumping on those coattails.
Meanwhile, Cinemax is like, we've been showing porn since 1980. Yeah. What have you taken?
We've
you
got
so
48 Emmanuel movies.
That's why we're
Oh
called
my gosh.
Skinemax.
That's a flashback.
Yeah, I remember being a high school boy watching that Emmanuel, whatever.
HBO's like, we've had the Red Shoe Diaries.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Oh, we just had real sex.
And you had that too.
I
don't
remember
need
being
plots.
13, waking up in the middle of the night to use the restroom and looking out in the living room, and my parents were watching an Emmanuel movie on Skinemax.
Maybe they were in it for the plot.
Yeah.
I thought they just wanted some fine French,
Apparently,
culture.
it's pretty tough to find a plot, so they have to really be paying attention.
So there's your listener feedback for the week.
Oui.
And we don't have music for our Riddle Me This.
No, we don't.
Maybe we'll find some in the upcoming weeks. But
Kristin picked this one. We're recasting the Golden Girls.
all right. So we're going for a new century twist on the Golden Girls.
Yes.
Well, I just thought taking today's middle-aged actresses and casting them in what would be a new millennial Golden Girls.
Why would you only, say actresses?
It's kind of like a reboot.
Yeah, but
your
these
word.
days you could be a transvestite and have the part.
How do you
want
know
Ru-
I don't have RuPaul
I
on
was
my
going to say
list?
that. Okay, time out. Everybody just goes to RuPaul for the transvestite. What about Tim
Okay.
Curry? Can we
How
do
do you
Tim
know I
Curry?
don't
And I don't think RuPaul's a
Divine.
transvestite.
Yeah, it's
He's a
true. It's true.
cross-dresser.
There you go.
How about Divine?
Yeah, these days,
Shout
that's
out
right.
to Divine.
Anything.
Let's see. B. Arthur as Dorothy Zabornik.
Zbornak.
Thank you. Substitute teacher, born in Brooklyn, New York City. What? Anyways,
Born in
immigrants.
Brooklyn, New York.
She becomes pregnant while still in high school, resulting in a marriage to Stanley. In order to legitimize the baby, always a good idea. Stan and Dorothy moved to Miami and divorced after 38 years later. In the final series finale, Dorothy marries Blanche's uncle and relocates to Atlanta.
Quick,
Wow.
who was Lucas Hollingsworth?
Was that Liam Neeson?
No, that was Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen, not Liam Neeson.
Ellen, same thing.
You know, Inspector Draber?
Drebin. Betty White is another character as Rose, Norwegian American from the small farming town of St. Olaf, Minnesota. Known for her peculiar stories of life growing up in her hometown, and she was happily married to Charlie, who she had 5 children with. Upon Charlie's death, she moved to Miami. Rue McClanahan as Blanche, a Southern belle employed at an art museum. Born into a wealthy family, Blanche grew up as the apple of her father's eyes on a plantation outside of Atlanta. Let's see here. Blanche was a widow, and she was always the man-hungry person. Stella Getty as Sophia, Dorothy's mother, born in Sicily. She moved to New York after fleeing an arranged marriage to Guido. Really?
Scarelli.
Really? She later married Salvatore. Really? Okay. She had 3 children. She was originally a retirement home resident, but then she moved in with the girls after having a stroke. So,
But remember, Phil was a transvestite who later dies of a heart attack. Yes.
who married Blanche?
Yes.
Okay.
No, he was married to Angela.
Married.
Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, you're actually being serious. Oh, yeah, there is. That is in there. Sorry. You're being serious. I wrote up.
You're like, God damn it, why is he hitting that transvestite thing again?
No, he really is. Phil Transvestite. Okay, moving on. So who do you want to go with? B. Arthur. Who's going to, or as Dorothy? Jesus.
No, I'll be honest. When I sat down for the Riddle Me This, I had a hard time thinking. But you know what? Once I started thinking out of the box, things got easier for me.
Uh-oh.
So you know who I always think would be a good Bay Arthur?
Well, not B. Arthur.
RuPaul?
Dorothy.
Nathan Lane's Albert Goldman from The Birdcage.
Ooh.
All right.
I just got the
we
look
know
from
where
Kristen like,
Blake's
what
is
the
going.
hell?
You got my stern WTH look there.
What the?
Who do you have, Kristen?
Yeah, what's your idea? It's your
don't
list.
I have,
It's
Jason?
your riddle me this. What do you got?
If we're going traditional, Kathleen Turner.
Ooh, yeah.
Good call. Good call.
Yes.
I'll go with that. I'll go with Kathleen
Are
Turner.
we only going traditional? I was waiting for it.
I went for the other names.
Other names? What do you say?
Okay. Oh,
Anything else?
you want all my Dorothy's?
Just a couple.
no.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh, I
want
got
to.
3.
Why not?
I got Jane Lynch.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
And Daryl Hannah.
I like your first one better.
I was going to go
Kathleen
Daryl
Turner.
Hammond, but okay.
I could do Kathleen Turner, but I think Nathan Lane would be a better one.
I was thinking somebody like Kate Jackson.
You know what though?
You know, she
Kate
hasn't
Jackson,
done anything
Charlie
in a while.
Angel?
Yeah, she hasn't done anything in a while, and now you're just
Kathleen
that.
Turner played a transvestite on Friends.
on Friends.
It's
Chandler's
true.
dad.
That's right.
I'm going Kathleen
But
Turner.
I don't know. I just want to leave Kathleen Turner as I seen her romancing the stone. And can I just leave her at that
No,
memory of
because you got to see her
sanctitude?
body heat.
Or body heat. Oh, yeah. That's even, yeah.
Came out after Emmanuel in space.
Yeah, body heat was usually after Emmanuel.
In space.
Leave my memory of Kathleen Turner alone.
We're doing Kathleen Turner. I like that one.
Kate Jackson's not a bad one.
That's a good
Yeah.
spin, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Rose, Betty White's character.
Betty White's character.
I went with Meg Ryan.
Oh.
No.
I'm trying to see Ray
So
Ryan pull that off.
For this one, think in
Yeah,
the box.
but her facial
In the cut?
reconstruction, her
Oh, that was a horrible movie.
plastic surgery face. Nobody could get past looking at her plastic surgery face.
Okay,
Betty White
well
or
then
Meg Ryan?
that kind of trumps my next one.
Tara Reid.
No, Melanie Griffith.
Her plastic
Oh my gosh.
surgery face. Although I think Melanie Griffith, she plays the ditzy person
I think
to a T.
Very well, yeah.
So a little better than I think.
And then finally, if you're just going with the quirky, innocent Sally Field.
Okay.
Sally feel good. I had Mrs. Doubtfire.
Wow.
You went with the all cross-dressing girl?
Of course he did. I was thinking somebody like Tanya Roberts. You see her in that 70s show, the way she played that.
I like that
Yeah,
one.
I do
like
too.
that one.
Yeah.
I was thinking Wanda Sykes.
True, could be.
All right.
I don't think she would play the.
Or you think better as
Dumb.
Rue?
I
She
think
would be a
her,
better
I could see,
Sophia.
I could see.
She would
Yeah, she would
actually
probably
be
be
a
a
better
good Sophia.
Okay.
The one who isn't afraid to speak
Yeah,
her
maybe
mind.
you're right. Okay, I'm gonna put that
So,
down.
or as a B, Arthur.
Okay.
I think I can see her as a B, Arthur.
So who are you
too.
going with here? For who are we doing?
We're
Rose.
doing Rose.
I like Jeff's choice.
I did too.
Tanya Roberts.
Yeah, woo.
Okay.
Although I did think Melanie Griffith was a good choice too.
Thank you.
Okay. Rue McClanahan's character Blanche. I do declare.
I'd go with Jacqueline Smith, the Southern Beauty.
I was thinking Delta Burke.
Oh,
I see a
okay.
trend in yours.
Oh, you see that trend?
Yeah. I see the trend in
Are
yours.
you are you Delta Burke on Designing Women or Delta Burke
Major Dad.
now?
Well,
I don't know what
haven't seen
she
her
like. What's she
lately.
like now? Isn't she dead?
No.
No.
She's
I would-
married to Gerald McRaney.
Yeah, Major
Married
Dad.
Major Dad, but, I mean, I would assume, Delta Burke, as we know her on Designing Women, just 20 years older.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Could have been the same person.
Blake, who do you have?
Liz Taylor.
Ooh.
It's tough to cast now, but
Yeah.
But Liz Taylor when she was alive.
Posthumously.
Yes.
All right. All right.
Kurt Cobain is next.
I couldn't use dead Kurt Cobain for any of these choices, so I go with Liz
I do
Taylor.
like the Liz Taylor one. I do like that one.
All right.
Okay, who do you have? Kristen?
I got Demi Moore,
Okay.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis,
Oh, I could see that.
and just because Kim Cattrall.
Well, okay.
Okay, yeah. Kim Cattrall.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Kim Cattrall's a good one.
she hasn't done anything in a while, has she?
She made like a
Sex in the City.
She did like made 60 million off Sex in the City. What are you thinking?
Of somebody else. I might have been
She
thinking.
did Mannequin.
She did Mannequin with Andrew McCarthy.
Oh, that's true. Mannequin.
Who we
That was
cast
a great
in
movie.
Weekend at Cobain's.
Yeah, we would.
Wow, we've already talked about two different things that Meshach Taylor was in. God rest his soul.
Yes.
You know, her
Designing
best,
Women
you know,
and Mannequin.
You know, Kim Cattrall's best work was in Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was a good movie.
It was
a
good.
fun movie.
You know what old Jack has to say about a time like this?
So who are we going with?
Check is in the mail.
I like the Delta Burke pick.
Jack Burton.
I'm going to disagree with you this time, and
Okay.
I'm going with Kim Cattrall. But we can agree to disagree.
Well, let's see what these guys have to say. I mean, they're just...
Blake, who are you going with?
I'm going with Liz Taylor or Kim Cattrall.
We're going with Kim Cattrall then.
All right, Kim Cattrall gets
right.
cast in our
And
little...
then finally Sophia. I'm doing Wanda Sykes.
Just because we told you.
Yes.
Yeah. Although we cast her a couple weeks ago, didn't we?
We did cast her in the Ghostbusters
That's it.
all-female cast.
Yeah.
True.
Or we can do, who was it? The Vicki Lawrence from Mama's Family. Think about that.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I always liked Vicki Lawrence.
Which, by the way,
And-
Betty White and Rue McClanahan starred.
Yeah,
Did
they
they?
were
On that show,
Yes,
yeah.
they were.
It's been a long time since I've seen that show. I liked it, though.
I did
remember
too.
growing up watching it a lot.
I had Aunt May.
From Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Fuck her.
Tell Daddy, come on, man.
I hope she dies. Anyways.
If we're casting dead people, I'm casting Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies.
There you go.
We're recasting for now.
Oh!
Even though Liz Taylor. Kristen, who did you have?
I said Rhea Perlman.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we have a winner.
There you go.
Okay. We're just going to have you call in every week when we do Riddle Me This, because you're much better than we are at this.
Yeah, really you that.
Yeah, I couldn't find a Charlie's Angel to fit...
Bosley.
Not
Yeah.
even a movie version?
You could've
Like a
just said
Drew
Bosley.
Barrymore
What the hell?
Or a...
No, I mean, well, you already threw Demi Moore into another...
Drew
Yeah.
Barrymore would be good like in 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could say David Doyle, and we'll just do a gender role switch here.
Ooh.
But
Bernie Mac.
Moment of silence. Let's see. So we got, Kathleen Turner as Dorothy.
All right.
Who do we have as Betty White? Who do we say?
Tanya Roberts.
That's right.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Then we have, who do we have as Blanche?
Kim
Cattrall.
Cattrall.
And then Rhea Perlman and Sophia. Okay, so Blake and I get none. None of our picks.
Well, Blake's
Nothing.
bringing dead people and men into the mix, which just doesn't fit
It's
what
raining
we're trying
men.
to do with our Golden Girls.
And it's really kind of creepy.
Well, you have never met Blake before.
Just put me next to him.
Hey, that's right. There's a Democrat in the White House. I can do whatever I want.
Stop with the politics.
Hey, just be glad we got another chair, because when Bob was here, they had to share a chair.
That's right. They did.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Okay, so while we're at break here for us, right between Riddle Me This and News of the Geek, I was talking about my prior job at Thunder Down Under, as I was called the Hammer there. Neil gave me a nickname.
Yes, Neil gave you the nickname.
Yes, he glistens. So you were saying that Thunder Down Under is in Andrew, or what's that movie?
Alexander's No Good, Horrible, Very Bad Day.
And it's a kid's film.
It is a kid's film, but
Okay.
the Thunder Down Under does make a cameo appearance. That's all I'm saying.
Makes an appearance. What kind of appearance?
That's all
it's
I'm
a
saying.
surprise appearance.
You know, just a bunch of Australian naked guys dancing around.
Go see the movie.
I'm intrigued. I'm there. Line it up now for an October movie.
Yep.
Let's be real. You have all their movies.
They have movies?
I think so.
Oh.
Okay.
They do.
Thunder Down Under?
Yes.
Okay.
They call them movies?
Well,
Sure.
We call them that now. So.
they
That's right.
redid a manual with the Thunder Down Under crew.
They did. They did.
I want to do a hashtag manual start. I want that trending.
Jason, can you spell?
It was called Emanuele,
Emmanuel.
mate.
Emanell, blah, blah. Anyways, let's
Blah
see.
blah? Blah blah is a new letter in the English language. Or is that like how the Canadians say Z instead of Z?
What's that old boot? Okay, so the Hollywood Reporter has revealed that Warner Brothers hired screenwriters Will Beale from Gangster Squad and Kurt Johnston from 300 to pen 2 separate scripts for an upcoming Aquaman film. And basically they're going to pick which one they like the best.
Everybody write it, and we'll pick what we like.
Yes.
And he better have a hook for a hand.
I like that
somebody
idea.
actually
I like the hook for a hand.
Somebody actually going to go to an Aquaman movie?
I will.
I will.
There you go.
Aquaman's the best of the entire Justice League.
Why?
Batman. Anyways.
Because he's not Batman for one.
Wrong.
Aquaman has every power you could ever want.
Like what?
Talk to
Like
fish.
super strength, breathe underwater.
He really is becoming a fanboy right now. Just watch him. Watch him.
fish.
Just watch him.
Can he fly?
No, he can jump tall buildings, though.
Okay, I'm getting him and Namor confused. He
You know
can't
what
fly.
I'm envisioning right now?
Jeff is a very lonely man on Saturday nights.
Yes, yes. No,
Ow! My heart is heavy.
I'm envisioning you, like Rajesh, in the Aquaman costume.
With the
Speedo.
Your little pink seahorse.
Yeah, the seahorse.
Yeah. I can see that.
Jason wouldn't understand what we're talking about.
Big Bang
since
Theory,
he
thank you very
stopped,
much.
Yeah, but you don't know what
I've
she's-
seen the Halloween
Oh,
ones.
have you?
Yeah, I have actually.
I don't know. You said you
Online.
stopped watching it after the second season.
Third.
Oh, okay.
Simmer down, okay, Aqua Boy.
Sit down now.
Aqua Lad.
Aqua Lad. Get it straight.
Let's see
Aquaman.
here.
Does Aquaman have a sidekick? It wasn't Aqualad.
Aqua Lad. And then they kind of got rid of him.
It sounds like someone from Nambla.
What did they... oh, he got a different name eventually because they stopped with the lads and boys.
Now
and
he's with his
kids.
wife, Mira. She's pretty cool. I'll give them
Tempest. Wasn't that the name of the...
that. I'm not sure. He wrote a dolphin. That was just bad.
Was that Flipper?
It could have been Flipper.
You know, you're not
Flipper
supposed to
would've been a
ride
better
dolphins on their
sidekick.
flippers. It's
I
not good
think-
for the dorsal fins.
Yeah, I think Aquaman's young sidekick became Tempest, and then I think they killed him off in, like, the Crisis, the latest Crisis before the new 52.
Jeff is the Aquaman expert over there.
You know how many Aquaman books I've ever read or collected?
6.
0.
Oh, okay.
But he was always my favorite on the Super Friends.
Does he have books?
Yeah, he does. His
All
book's
right.
actually pretty good. They rebooted it a couple years ago, and even the writers have start like in the first couple scenes, the kids in the comic book
Yeah.
are making fun of him for being a lame character. They come up to him and they're like, he's at a seafood restaurant, and they're like, "You shouldn't be eating seafood." He's like, "I don't talk to them, okay?"
Nice.
Like,
Nice.
I'm from underwater. What do you think we eat to sustain ourselves?
He's like, "We're
Kelp.
not-" He's like, "They're not my
Algae.
friends." So I'll give them props for that.
Seaweed.
Let's see.
SpongeBob.
As long as it's not Patrick.
yeah,
Krabby Burgers.
Krabby Patties.
Aquaman and
Krabby
Krabby
Patties.
Patties. Krabby Patties.
That's going to be a sidekick is SpongeBob and Patrick.
Oh, God.
Badass Digest can't confirm either way, so why are you reporting it? But we will. Scoot McNairy from Argo and Halt and Catch Fire could be Barry Allen or even Wally West for the Flash in the Justice League movie. And also in Batman vs. Superman. Superman,
Batman v
colon,
Superman, yeah.
Dawn of Justice, Electric Boogaloo 2.
Yeah, I don't know who Scoot McNairy is.
He's in Halt and Catch Fire.
Which I heard was renewed for a second season.
Yes, it was. I don't know how I feel about that. I liked it until the end was kind of So we'll see. So let's see here. And they said that by the end of the movie, we will have a Justice League assembled that includes Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg, and the Flash. No Green Lantern.
No Green Lantern, because that movie was bad.
Well,
No Wonder Twins?
I would have seen the Wonder Twins.
Yeah,
Above
really.
a Green Lantern
No
movie.
Gleek either. How do you feel about that?
I am in shock and awe.
I would like form of Gorilla with a bazooka. You're not even
Shape
trying.
of an ice beast.
That was the one they're not trying. But I'm watching it, and at the age of 25, I was watching it on a Saturday night at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I called Jeff's brother up, and they're like, they just changed into an ice beast. They're not even trying. That's not a real thing you can change into.
I remember the one time there was something going on. Form of water. Form of a bucket. And Gleek's running around with a bucket of water. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
No, Gleek carries the bucket.
Yeah, I know. But what the...
But she doesn't turn into the bucket.
Yeah, he
she
did.
turns into an animal. Jada turns into an animal. Zan turns into some water-based something or other.
Water-based substance.
Yes.
Lonely Nights.
Normally, she turned into an eagle, Gleek held the bucket. He jumped
that's
into the
right.
water,
She was the eagle.
and she flew.
He
she,
became the buck. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
I am having a really graphic Family Guy flashback right now. Peter Griffin, Shape of.
Yes. And then it goes into the purse.
Yes.
Oh, good times.
Good times, indeed.
Latino Review with
El Mayimbe.
thank you is reporting Star Wars Star Wars rumor that the Emperor is 100%. Well, that's not a rumor then. It's a fact. If it's 100%, will appear in Star Wars Episodes 7 and 8. So it's going to be a younger version.
Yeah, they said don't look for confirmation from Ian McDermott
So it's gonna
because he's not going to be portraying the Emperor.
I'm figuring it's going to be a clone.
See, now.
Oh, it's got to be a clone if
But I was
the Emperor
wondering-
was dead.
But how do you know that was the real Emperor, not a clone?
Because I said it was.
Back in the time when I was watching Star Wars, I was told that was a clone, not the real Emperor.
Who
Well,
told
he
you
was
that?
the one running around telling everybody what to do. He was the Emperor. Whether he was the original guy, he was the guy who became the Emperor, whether he was a clone or not.
And let's be real,
The
George.
Emperor had clones.
It was George Lucas. All his writing was a little suspect. Okay, in the last 20 years.
Didn't they have a clone of the Emperor in one of the
In one of the books.
The books, the
Yeah.
only post
See?
series I read.
See?
But he was a clone of the Emperor, and he was insane.
Yeah,
So it
but
was
why,
kind of
but why would you
interesting.
have Ian McDermott back anyways? I mean, he was a great emperor. I mean, you're having the old Luke and Leia and Han back. I mean, why not? Ian McDermott. I mean, look, it
Because he's too
worked.
old now.
Yeah, but it worked well for for Gandalf and Lord of the Rings and Hobbit
Oh,
series.
here we go again. Freaking walking trees.
It'll work.
You mean like Groot?
Groot
Groot's a good walking tree.
and talking raccoons. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
He's a mutated raccoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kristen.
Poor little guy.
Who had a lot
You
of
shut the fuck up.
Don't worry, Blake, I got your back.
Season 8 premiere of Doctor Who. What the hell is
Who?
going on over there?
I think it's time for a rumble.
Oh, when you're a jet, you're a jet.
When you're a jet.
Kristen,
you're
who
a
are we,
jet
jets or
all the
sharks?
way. From your first cigarette to your last dying day.
Sharks.
Okay, we're the sharks.
Good. What are the jets?
We just had Shark Week a couple weeks ago, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
We didn't
there's a lot
cover
of
it at
bad
all
things
on the
to say about
podcast.
Shark
There's a
Week.
reason because Shark Week comes every year. It's the same thing.
Isn't it every week?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Season 8 premiere of Doctor Who, starring
Who?
Peter Capaldi.
Who?
Capaldi.
That's a P, not a B.
Whatever.
Capaldi.
Sure it's not Capote?
Capote.
It might be.
Truman Capote, as Time Lord, was seen by 6.79 million people on Saturday night in the BBC. So there you go.
Was
the
he
highest...
wearing a fez?
No. The series...
No, he's the 12th Doctor. Is the 11th Doctor.
Oh,
Lord
my
of
gosh.
Fez.
the most watched opener since 2010. So there you go.
Since the last time they switched people.
Probably.
Oh, so yeah, there you want to spike your ratings, change your doctor.
That's
Change
right.
it every week. Oh, I'd watch that.
No, you wouldn't.
Different person every week
No,
playing
you
the
wouldn't.
Doctor.
No, you wouldn't.
Why
Yeah,
not?
you're
It would
right.
just add to the confusion. Or wait a minute, that's part of the whole thing.
I actually was intrigued to watch it. I didn't, but I'm thinking about it.
I think you kind
because-
of have to know what went on beforehand. from
I'll be
what I
honest, I'm not going to
understand.
remember it anyways, and let's be real, it's going to be sitting in my DVR for months anyways. Down to 2 castles. Two
Change
episodes of
Doctor
Castles.
Who.
Yeah. By the time the new season starts, you might get done with them.
I'm hoping to.
Sorry,
So you
change
just- so you
Doctor
haven't even seen
Who's,
the wedding
change
yet.
hot chick sidekicks. That's all they do.
FXX enjoyed the most watched day in its 1-year history with the first day of its Simpsons marathon.
12 days.
And I have been watching way too much of it. Anyone
Awesome.
else?
I've only seen a couple of them.
Oh, I've been watching a lot of it. So, featuring all 552 Simpsons episodes, plus the Simpsons movie. It was Thursday netting slightly more than 1 million viewers, including 623,000 people in the 18 to 34 demo.
Wait. Their best day was 1 million viewers.
Yes, FXX has averaged 206,000 primetime viewers since its launch of September last year, so this is great.
Wow, because they got like shows that, well, I suppose I haven't
but-
watched, but I mean, they got It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Always
is on
Sunny in
there
Philadelphia.
Now. The League is on that now. I figured more than 1 million people watch those shows. Apparently, I'm wrong.
No, I think you're wrong. So there's your news of the geek. Okay, plot lines coming from Nikki this week. One of our top fans. Good job, Nikki.
Yay, Nikki.
Save your legs. is the movie.
Nikki's from New Zealand.
She is from New Zealand.
I thought that said shave your legs. Oh, I gotta think of a new plot completely.
Stars the cast of Emmanuel in Space.
Did you forget to shave your legs again this week?
I always forget to shave my legs. I forgot to shave my face for the last
6
years.
You would think you would have a lot of spare time on Saturday nights. You would do it.
Even with spare time, why would I do that?
Think about Aquaman, shave my face. What do I do? Oh, Aqualad.
He's busy stitching his Aquaman costume.
That's right.
That's right.
Knit 1, purl 2.
Oh, I
knit 1,
deflated
purl
the seahorse again. Let's see. Save your legs. We take a movie we haven't seen before, and we try to figure out what it is.
Apparently, it is from the year 2012.
In the year 2000.
So I think it's a disaster movie where the world ends because the Mayan calendar predicted it.
Okay, that was called 2012.
And it was caused by evil Republicans.
You're just flipping back and forth, man. You're a flip-flopper. Okay.
I just think it was caused by whatever religion insert here.
Okay. Are we all done now? Okay.
All right, let's take a stab at it.
Okay. Christy, you got any ideas? Or you want to wait? You want to go?
We want to build off?
I'll defer.
We can build off of people's
Yeah,
ideas.
you can all join in, or you can have your own
This
separate
isn't a
plot.
competition, but I'm thinking it has to dance.
This
Dancing.
is synergistic.
You think
Dancing.
dance?
I'm thinking dance. Either that or zombies.
Zombies?
I'm thinking
Well-
Jaws. Like,
Oh, a shark one?
I was
Yeah.
thinking zombies trying to eat people, so you gotta make sure.
Thank you for that,
Interesting.
clarification of you using your hand as a zombie jaw. Thank you. That was
Or shark jaw.
Shark zombies. I'm
Shark
going shark
zombies.
zombies. The movie's about
Shark
shark zombies. Yes. That's my entry.
according to Tara Reid, Sharknado could happen.
Shark
That's right.
zombies or dancing. Those are my two options.
Maybe dancing sharks, land
dancing
shark, land shark.
zombies.
Let's see here, Blake. What you got? I usually agree with Blake because he's out there enough that he usually is right.
I think this was from rural Georgia,
Okay.
and it was about a frog eating contest where they're eating frog legs. And the young boy in it, he's actually a Southern Cajun cook. And he makes the best frog legs ever, and he's going to enter them in the contest.
I think this is similar to our story a couple weeks ago that we were doing a county fair.
Well, Blake can do county fairs. You can do a young Southern girl
Coming of
age story.
that I've done 3 weeks in a row.
You did 12 weeks in a row.
I figure if I stick with the Southern fair thing, we'll come across something eventually. Again.
I'm gonna say it's a cheerleading movie.
We've already done cheerleading movies.
Have we?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't mean it can't be a cheerleading
No, I
movie.
can't just be a
No,
cheerleading.
that's right. No, let's build on Kristen's idea. This is a dance competition.
She said sharks.
Shark. A dancing shark competition.
Yeah, I think that was my idea.
No, that was your idea.
so is
Dancing
this,
zombie sharks.
Yeah.
is this
Shark
an
zombies.
In
opposing
rural
merman?
Georgia.
Is this an opposing merman like in Family Guy? The upper half
Upper fish and the lower
half
Oh, an opposite merman. Oh.
legs. Yeah.
I didn't even get my chance out.
Oh, you
go
thought you were
ahead.
done.
I'm going with a volleyball movie.
Okay.
Female volleyball movie in college. Female volleyball team in college. And
Why are they saving their legs?
Well, they have to
They have
pivot.
to jump
They
and
pivot.
set and spike
Don't they?
and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
thank you. See?
About wearing knee pads.
Aqualad over there has
Yeah, knee pads. That's Tempest.
it. I'm not calling you Tempest.
Oh, what if it's someone who's been in like a tragic accident and they have to determine
Oh, she's going on the drama side.
whether
Ooh.
to
I think I saw this called
whether
Shattered.
to save their legs and be wheelchair bound for life,
Okay.
or
Cut your legs off and get
become
really
partially
cool.
bionic,
Okay.
cut off the
Knees.
at the knees and get some
Become the
bionic,
Blade Runner.
kind of
Become-
like oh,
just don't
maybe
kill your
it's
girlfriend.
an Oscar
Pistorius.
Pistorius
Oscar Pistorius.
movie, yeah.
I'm gonna go with no, but okay. So what's your plot? What's everybody going with here?
I like the
The
merman.
dancing zombie shark.
I do like
Dancing
the
zombie
I
sharks.
do like the
was-
merman.
I like the opposite or the backwards mermaid.
Yes, I like that. So it's a scary movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it tries to be, but it's more comedy.
Are they zombie backwards mermen?
They could be.
Well, I don't know. Let's
get a little far-fetched.
Dancing zombie merman, backwards merman.
Oh, now you're not even trying. I'm going with my volleyball movie.
All right.
I'm going frog legs.
Okay, Kristen's going merman.
We're all
I'm
going with
going
our
merman.
own ideas. And who gets the closest?
What's the plot?
The plot is Edward Teddy, I'm doing quotes in case you can't see me, Teddy Brown, lives for his suburban cricket club and his two best friends, Rick and Stavros.
Yeah,
It's a
figured
sport
a New Zealand Kiwier would give us a what club?
Cricket.
Cricket.
But when he realizes that his beloved teammates are moving on and growing up, he is forced to take matters into his own hands and remind them of just how good cricket can be.
Wow.
Oh, cricket the sport.
Yes. Rallying a boyhood dream from his own teenage obsessions, 35-year-old Teddy leads his very ordinary cricket team into the extraordinary heart of India on an audacious 3-match tour and a mission to meet cricket legend, Sachin Tendulkar.
Oh yeah.
Second.
I got his autograph.
While
Second
Ted's
Tendulkar.
best
poster.
laid plans are brought undone by the chaos of India, stumps fly, friendships fray,
Stumps?
and a life-changing comic adventure unfolds.
I will be the judge of the comic there. The
The
comedy.
dream tour becomes a nightmare, and the men are forced to face the realities of their friendship, confront their fears, and Ted learns to move with the changing times.
Now, is this Ted like
Ted Mosby?
No, I'm thinking Ted the bear.
That would make it
voiced by
better.
Seth MacFarlane.
Yes, that would make it better.
It doesn't
Yeah.
say it is, but...
Who stars in it?
Let me find this out.
Hugh Jackman.
It stars...
It's an Australian
Stephen
movie.
Curry, Brendan Cowell, Damon Gameau, David Lyons, Darshan Jarhawal,
Okay, moving on.
Pavli Shardar, and a bunch of other people.
Sid McCarr.
Jigglypuff.
And Eddie Baru. Eddie Baru is in it
Oh.
There you go, Eddie.
as Shadow.
Oh. Well, there's your
So-
plot lines. Thank you, Nikki.
Jason was the closest. It was at least sports related.
Yes. Put it on the board. Okay.
Oh,
Next.
the board just fell.
Oh.
Damn.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
Box office bombs. We got 2 of them.
Whoa, double bomb this week.
Expendables 3 made $6.6 million in its second week. It's up to $27.5 million on an unknown budget.
Unfortunately, that ended up beating out a first week movie.
That was the biggest bomb of the summer and of the year, probably.
Kind of surprising.
Huge bomb. Sin City 2, A Dame to Die For, made $6.5 million on an unknown budget and was number 8 on opening week.
And
Ouch.
I thought Sin City 2 would get a bigger viewing than what it got in the first week.
I think they said it made $400,000 opening that Thursday night, and they said that was not good.
So if I want to see it, I better hurry out to the theater because it won't be there for much
Why?
longer.
Just wait till video on demand in about 2 weeks.
But I'd rather see it in a theater.
I concur.
I believe watching movies in theaters are better than watching them at home.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I
was
also
kind of-
believe they're more expensive to do so and time-consuming, but...
That's why you sneak through the exit door.
That's why I was very happy to spend $5.99 on Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2, instead of going to the theaters for $10.
I think I
Then you would've
probably
been
would have
upset.
rather paid $10 and saw it on the theater, on the big screen, than paid
Nah.
$5 to see a bad thing on the video.
So, Sin City 2, they're not making a third one. Let's see here. Top 5 of the box office, August 22nd through 24th. Guardians of the Galaxy regained number 1.
Take that, TMNT.
Woo! Made $17.6 million. Total of $252 million domestically on a $170 million budget. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles made $16.8. It's a total of $145.5 million on a $125 million budget. It is pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah.
I was very surprised it made that much.
I'm unfortunately not.
If I Stay made $16 million in its opening week on a budget of $11 million.
Yeah.
I think that movie should go.
That's funny.
Oh, Nick is here. I
Hey,
didn't
Nick,
even
how you
see him
doing?
over there.
Nick said he's going to Wake Up next week.
Oh, I doubt it.
Let's Be Cops is the lowest movie that could. $11 million this week, total of $45 million on a budget of $17 million. And then number 5, When the Game Stands Tall, it obviously did not. It made $9 million on a opening week on a $15 million budget.
It'll make its money back before it leaves, I think.
What is When a Game Stands Tall?
The football player gets killed and the team rallies together.
I think
You
I've
know
seen
what
that before.
Yeah.
You know what the big draw on that movie is? Jim Caviezel.
Oh, he is in it,
Jesus.
yeah.
Oh, wow, he's the big
It would be better if Jesus was the coach.
That'd be awesome.
Then he could bring the kid back
Yeah.
to life.
Well, if Jim Caviezel's the big draw, what happened to Frequency?
Don't mock Frequency. I love Frequency.
I know. That's why I said
And
that.
you don't?
Oh, I liked Frequency. I just
Frequency
know
was a very good film.
you went off about how great it was, and now granted that was years ago. That was even before he played Jesus.
That's right.
But
Let's see here. Upcoming this week, August 29th, As Above / So Below. Does anybody know what the hell that is?
some horror movie, I think.
Is it?
That's what I got
don't know.
out of the.
I never saw a preview.
Ads. Oh,
Kristen, anything?
Nothing.
I saw ads and
They didn't premiere this in California when you were there.
No.
The ads made me think it was a horror movie. So if it's not, I apologize. But I thought it was a horror movie, so stopped paying attention to it because I don't like horror movies.
The November Man. Anybody know what that is?
Is that just a really bad?
No, that's the
that the
Pierce
prequel?
Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan, retired CIA guy they go to kill.
So yes,
Because he
Kristen,
knows
a really
too
bad
much.
movie.
I'm just wondering if it's like got Axl Rose and
Ooh.
is this something?
I like
you
it.
know?
It would be, but
With
Axl Rose
November
wouldn't show up for
Rain.
until January.
Yeah.
All right, Jay, here we go. It is
Yes.
a horror movie. As Above, So Below is a horror movie. Team of explorers venture into catacombs underneath the streets
Oh,
of
that one.
Paris.
Okay, I have seen that. That is an awful title. Take a drink. That is a really bad title.
Oh, wow, and the poster has like an upside-down Eiffel Tower.
I like how you're turning your head upside down.
I'm just making sure it is the Eiffel
Oh,
Tower
okay.
and not some dirty sex graphic phallic thing.
The November Man
From
is
Emmanuel.
a thriller.
Ooh, November Man's a thriller.
It's an ex-CIA operative is brought back in a very personal mission, and
like they always are.
finds himself pitted against his former pupil in a deadly game involving high-level CIA officials and the Russian president-elect.
Ooh.
Pierce Brosnan,
Is the Russian president?
he's Devereaux.
Ooh. Everybody knows where to go. Devereaux's. Does he have an invisible car like in the last Bond that he was in?
The only other name I recognize is Will Patton.
Wow.
I'm trying to remember Will Patton.
Deja vu.
That's about it.
And
I have not seen Deja Vu, so...
okay, well, instead of Chris Pratt news this week, we want to change it up here. Kristen brought in a promo
Faris.
box. Yeah, she brought in Anna Faris.
Oh.
and,
It's Anna.
and she just walked out the studio
it is
like,
Anna?
wait a minute.
It is Anna.
I will have to remember that.
What, the next time you see her?
Yeah. Well, I have a friend named Anna, and so you can't call her Anna because, it gets a little... So I did not know it was Anna Faris, so
Okay.
I will change it now when I say it to make everyone else aware
Okay.
of the proper pronunciation.
You've been served.
Damn, I have been.
So you brought a promotional box that was sent to your house.
I did.
It's all Guardians of the Galaxy on it, and you waited to come on our show.
To open it up.
So take that, Culture Babble. See that?
I've had it for 3 weeks. It's been
Okay.
sitting in my living room.
You go get it for you here. It's gonna be great podcast.
Great radio. Do we need something to cut the tape?
We do. I mean, I didn't touch it at all. Jason, how
got
big
your
would you
keys
say
there,
that
Blake?
box is?
It's bigger than a bread basket.
It's about 6 bread baskets.
Yes, it's a
Okay.
pretty huge box. Pretty cool box art to it. It has all the Guardians on it.
Don't rip it.
Yeah, don't rip the box.
No, box is probably worth a pretty penny.
So let's see here.
Save the bow.
Right here.
You
Sit
gotta get the
on the
side,
side.
Blake. Oh man, can't trust you to do anything.
Nothing like podcasting Christmas morning
Not those
here.
sides, the top sides. Wow, can't you figure out how a box opens?
Yep, we're still trying to open the box here, people.
Oh, wait.
Our show was going to be an hour.
Move, Jason. Let me get to this box.
Jeez, you haven't said that in
Come on.
ages.
You're like like a One Direction crazed fan on a new album release.
Get out of my way!
We already talked about Jeff's lonely Saturday nights. Is Aquaman in here? How about Aqualad? Is he in here?
Might be.
Ride that seahorse.
Oh.
Right off the edge.
So, just for the listeners at home, Kristen's on one side opening the side of the box. Jeff's on the other, and Blake's just looking like a floating head in the middle here as I'm watching them. Still trying to open the box.
I want no liability.
Maybe I should have opened it before I came.
All right.
There we go.
It's like the Holy Grail. I'll keep my eyes closed to see if you guys die first. I'm sorry, that's the Ark of the Covenant.
Yes, that's our. Top men are working on it.
I see a gun!
I see Chris Pratt. Is that Chris? Chris.
That's Rocket.
Oh, that's Rocket. So inside this box, let's see what we got. Legends Infinite Series Guardians of the Galaxy action figure of Star-Lord. It's nice. There you go.
A dart gun of Star-Lord.
Star-Lord action blaster.
His blaster.
Ooh, minifigures of a bunch of people.
Minifigures of Groot, Rocket, and the Scarian Trooper.
A Rocket Raccoon action mask.
That's pretty creepy. A creepy.
And it moves.
That does look pretty scary.
It moves. Move the mouth.
It moves the ears too.
Oh.
You move its mouth and the eyebrows and ears move up. That's scary.
This is...
Oh, I like that.
It has battle sounds and phasers. It's a large action figure, the Big Blastin' Rocket Raccoon.
The giant one there. It's pretty cool. And his head moves.
Milano Starship.
Oh, the Milano Starship.
And it includes Chris Pratt. Star-Lord in it.
Oh, yeah, figure included. Yay.
Look at that.
A piece of cardboard.
And a
It's
purple.
Oh, and what's that one there? Another
Another
purple
piece of purple cardboard.
And a third piece of purple cardboard.
This is the best ever.
Wow. So there you go. This is the trip worth to California just because of this.
Yeah.
So.
And a nice big picture of Rocket here with the.
Yeah, look at
I
that.
even said that to Jason. I said if you cut the sides of the box off, it would make a nice life-size mural.
Here, let me get a picture of that here.
With Jeff in it?
No. We want some people.
We actually want people to actually look at the picture.
Okay, we got some pictures going here, and there you go. Okay, we'll put that up on our website.
Close your eyes. Imagine that at home.
Or our Facebook page. So there you go.
But nothing with Groot, Drax, or Gamora.
No, a lot of Rocket
No,
though.
here's Groot.
Yeah, Groot's
and
a
here's-
small action figure.
Oh, okay. We got Groot in a small. No Drax or Gamora.
So you get all sorts of fun stuff.
I do.
Look at that. Oh.
Oh, on a side note, they are coming out with, people over 40 might appreciate this, the little dancing daisies in the flower pot
I
back
saw
in the day.
that. Of Groot.
They're coming out with a dancing Groot, and I believe it's going to play ABC by the Jackson 5.
Sit down, girl.
For the, is it Loot Case? There's like an exclusive Groot
Ooh.
for a monthly subscription box service. I can't remember which one at the moment.
Oh. So there you go. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Just got us all quiet there,
Okay,
Jason.
and finally, before we get into the top 5, we got, let's see here, independent short film review. No independent comic book this week, but we did a short film, Cassandra. And Jeff, how do you spell that guy's name on it?
How do you spell it?
Or say it, sorry.
Oh.
Is it Guy?
It's
It is,
French,
yeah.
so
It
I'm
is
assuming
Guy.
it's Guy Roger Duvert.
Yes.
Oui.
Can you say that again?
Probably not, but Guy Roger Duvert.
Can you use it in a sentence?
I just watched a movie made by Guy Roger Duvert.
Can you use it in a libelous sentence?
No, I cannot.
So basically, it's a short film, about 12 minutes. It's 14 minutes, 12 minutes of action.
Yeah, 2 minutes of credits or so.
About two thieves, female thief named Cassandra.
Medieval-ish times.
Medieval times. And this town just got pretty much ransacked. And Cassandra and her her mentor, basically, go into the town to steal a relic from a religious relic.
A religious relic from, I'm assuming it was a church.
Yes. They find a priest there, and basically they rob him of it. there were some action scenes in it. That little thing there, they beat up some other thieves in it. They leave the priest alive, and next thing you know, like I said, it's 12 minutes, so they have to cut around a little
Are you
bit.
going to give the whole plot, Jay?
No.
Okay.
So then, good call. So they do steal it, and then you have to find out, they go on the run, basically. So it's called Cassandra. Thank you, Jeff, for making me not spoil everything. Okay. So go online and look at this.
I don't know if they can.
I think so. There's some previews for it.
There's some previews. I don't know when it's going to be.
They're trying to get the word of mouth out there on it. Basically, so they can make it into a live action film.
Yeah, that's.
A full length movie.
I'm watching it and I'm thinking, this is 12 minutes of the middle of a story.
Yes.
So I mean, it in and of itself, and that's I suppose to review the 12 minutes. It's like I will say the cinematography was beautiful.
Yes, it was.
The opening shots, some beautiful, nice aerial sequences or whatnot. It was shot beautifully. The editing, I thought, seemed to be a little shaky. Like, even within scenes, like cutting back from person to person, there seemed to be.
And I think a lot of that is because they want to get the points across of what they could, what they're. Because the mentor does get injured at one point. You don't see that. But they allude to it. I think
I'm just talking about like the reactions. Like, someone says something, and then they showed the next guy, and it seems like they waited about 3 seconds.
Okay.
They should have cut a couple of seconds out to get the reaction, because you look at the guy and he's like, and now I react.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of felt like there was just something off, just cutting
a little
between
bit. Okay.
between characters within a scene.
But I'm intrigued by it. If they could get it for a full length movie, I would see it. It's enjoyable. I like they were thieves, and there's nothing, They're not shying away from it.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. It's called Cassandra. And by who? By who?
By, let me see if I can get it. Guy Roger Duvert.
So
I could translate for you into English.
Oh, please.
That is Guy, where? Over there.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's what it means.
Thank you.
I thought it was bonjour.
So there.
That's my French, so I apologize to butchering your name if that's not right.
And I can't say anybody's name right, so Jeff actually did a better job. But yes. So
but then again, as much as we butcher Yui Bull's name.
Yes. Yes, but Pierre actually has talent. So
yeah. I'm sorry.
Cassandra was good. Those 12 minutes were better than anything.
Cassandra, and it was better than
anything.
At least 8 hours of Yui Bull movies I've seen.
So we'll try to find a trailer and put it up on our Facebook page. Take a look though. Like I said, it's enjoyable. Especially I like the medieval times. It was very.
Which surprised me because that's not a genre you tend to like.
No, but I enjoy the thief type things. Like Blake talked about the video game Thief a while back.
Yeah.
And I like that type of era. I like Assassin's Creed.
When you play Dungeons and Dragons, you can play a character just like that.
Okay. I'll get on that.
I think you guys talked just as long about that short film as the length of the film itself.
Yes.
It's very probable.
Yes. So take a look at it. So there you go. Hidden gems of the week. I have nothing. Jeff has nothing.
I said I had something.
Oh, okay.
How are you saying I have nothing when I told you specifically I have something?
Anyways, Blake, you go first today.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Hey, I'm still watching The Leftovers. Filling in that void from HBO on Sunday nights. And I haven't read any of the books. You finally got the episode this past week where you actually learn almost everybody, all the main characters' relationships, if not relationships, acquaintances, or how they're all connected. Because up until this point in time, you had no idea of any of the backstories. You had an idea of some of the backstories, but not how in-depth or interwoven a lot of those are. And as it turns out, it's quite interesting. So when we were talking about it before, when they said you needed to watch several episodes in the series to get it, if you stuck with it this far, then you really like it because it's dark, it's demented, all the characters are flawed, so it's really hard for you to root for anybody. But isn't that basically the source of this entire episode and the theme? Everybody else has gone and disappeared, but you don't know why you weren't selected to go. And as they try and fill that gap and void. So it's really dark and disturbing, but I think a lot of the cinematography is pretty good. A lot of the music and the mood setting, they do a great job. I think it's one of the shows that has great opening intros. They, piques your interest an awful lot and will keep you watching. Unless you're my wife, who at the end of every episode she says, "Why in the fuck are we watching this?"
My wife says that every time she comes into the room. I'm watching Sons of Anarchy.
Exactly.
Why?
Well, she really doesn't say the F-bomb, but that's what she meant.
Jeff?
All right, my hidden gem.
Oh, wait a minute, Kristen, you got a hidden gem?
Yeah, Kristen, what's yours?
Follow me on Twitter.
What's your
It's
Twitter?
free at last.
And
It's free at last. It's free at last.
Follow me on Instagram.
at
It's just Crisco72
oh,
with a K.
which could be your breakdancing nickname too.
It could be.
Yeah, that would
Could
be
be,
a good
but
one.
isn't because we already covered
Hey, no one
that.
asked you. Quiet down over there.
I can hit a button and no one will hear us at all.
No,
I doubt it.
was gonna say the show. I just became aware of it over the weekend. I think you guys are probably already aware of it. Dating Naked.
Yes.
Wait, this is a good thing you're telling us to watch?
No,
This is your hidden. What hidden gems are on Dating Naked?
They're not hidden anymore.
They're not hidden.
VH1 has a show, Dating Naked, basically it's kind of you're going back to the Adam and Eve days, and you meet for the first time in your
All
birthday suit,
natural.
in your birthday suit and socks and sandals.
I just
Oh,
like
you
when
get
they
to wear
come
socks anyway.
Ooh, so if you got
Yeah,
a
if you
sock and sandal fetish, you're set.
out.
You bet.
But if you have a foot fetish, you're in trouble because they're covered up.
No, what's up with that?
And that's the only thing covered up.
I'm gonna say it's a gem because it might be just so bad that it's worth watching.
Oh, it's a train wreck, but I can't stop watching. I
Yeah.
agree. And the best is, I talked about this a couple weeks ago, like, when they come out and, like, the girl or the man, they're both like, oh, hi.
Yeah, and in their little commentators, they're like, I'm not gonna lie, I looked. His package is small.
Yeah.
Or is it just cold?
Shrinkage. Okay, so I think that's our hidden gems this week.
Yeah.
No, come on.
One more.
One more. Just give me that.
Well, I do have one. Okay, so
Wait, I got another one.
No, as you know, I've been scouring Kickstarter for all the games, pretty much since we hit Origins, and there's a game on there that is closing soon. So if I don't do it now, it'll be closed by the next time we get together.
Okay.
It closes on August 31st. So if you're listening to this before September, go check out Kickstarter. It's a game called Fidelitas.
okay.
It's a card game where you're trying to, gain. You play the role of, you're a villager in a little village, and it's a card game. And what you're trying to do is gain favor amongst the other villagers. So you have everybody has like secret missions that they're trying to get. And while you're doing that, you're also trying to disrupt what you think the other people might be doing. And you lay cards of specific people that would live in this village. You would play them on the little board, and then you rearrange them, and you're trying to gather certain people to something depending on what your private mission is, and while trying to stop the other. It looks like a very fun card game. I just printed up the print and play, so I'm going to be playing it before it actually comes out.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
You want to lose that too to me?
I probably.
Okay.
It's like $19, so it's not an unreasonable request for a game on Kickstarter, and
Put that on our Facebook
and
page.
you're helping people produce a nice game, try to get out to the masses.
Speaking of card games, you and your sister played a card game with my wife and I this weekend. What was that?
That was Smash Up.
Smash Up. Who
Yes.
won that game?
Unfortunately, Jason won that game.
Yes. I am not experienced at these games, but I am kicking your ass in everything we play on these.
Well, I'm letting you know, these are the first time I'm also playing these
Doesn't
games,
matter.
too.
Doesn't
Just
matter.
because I played other games don't mean I
Doesn't
got the
matter.
handle of these games.
All right, so that was what it's called, Fidelitas?
Fidelitas. Yes.
Fidelitas.
Fidelitas on Kickstarter. It's a fun game, or it looks like a fun game. I haven't actually played it yet, but I backed it, and I want other people to back it too.
And you'll play with Jason, and he'll kick your ass.
Yes, that's pretty much how it'll come down to.
All right.
I want to watch that.
It is fun. Because Jeff gets so frustrated because playing these games because he's like, how am I losing to you?
Well, I know I lost to you in Smash Up. I was the
Robot, or what were you? Oh, yeah, you
I
were
was the Bear Pirates.
Yeah, you were bears and pirates.
Have you lost
Oh
to
my.
Jason in Hungry Hungry Hippos?
No, I can't lose to Jason in eating games.
Top 5? We on that next?
Oh yeah, let's get into the top 5.
Seven.
8, 9, 2. Okay, we can't count, so we're just doing a top whatever. And also, this week's top 5, 7, whatever it is worst reality shows.
Worst reality shows.
Which is very tough to cut down to just 5.
But before we get into it,
kidding.
I did want to do one thing. I do want to say happy wedding day to Annalise and Neil. They're getting married on Saturday.
On Saturday, yes.
So from Dark Angels Pretty Feet.
Congratulations and condolences.
Did you say Happy Feet?
Yes, happy feet.
Happy feet. Although
So-
I do want to actually send my condolences or whatnot to them. I don't know if you heard about,
Yes, about
the
their
earthquake.
Yes,
The
in
earthquake.
Napa.
While they are in Jamaica, an earthquake hit their house in Napa.
Oh, no.
And so they're on vacation for like 3 weeks for their wedding and honeymoon and everything, and their house got some damage because of an earthquake. So we're glad everything's okay, and you've got good friends out there who are looking out
Yes.
for you.
In Jamaica, have some medicinal marijuana.
Yes. So, but yes, congratulations, and we'll have a rum punch for you. And Neil, may you glisten in the sunlight. Okay. Top 5 worst reality shows. Who wants to go first with their number 5?
Can I?
Kristen,
Okay,
would you like
Chrissy,
to go?
go.
I'll go first.
Go ahead, Kristen.
Guests always start the top.
I know.
I really had to go into the trenches because,
Okay.
reality shows have been around now for the better part of
Oh, God.
15 years
Oh,
Yes.
or more. I want to say that The Real World was one of the first
Yeah, the role
reality
pretty much
shows
started
on
it.
MTV, and they're on season like 92 now.
Yes.
But I did kind of go with something a little more modern. I think we can all agree.
Modern Family. That's a sitcom.
A little more recent. Here Comes Honey Boo Boo.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah,
I forgot about that show.
I
Oh.
agree.
I would agree. I just think there are some worse. That's why it didn't make my list.
Okay. All right.
I
But-
actually agree with you, but I didn't put it on my list because I really didn't think it was still on.
Now, she
Not
came,
that these shows have to be on still,
yeah.
but I completely forgot about it.
She got her own from Toddlers and Tiaras, correct?
Yes.
And then they just
Which is
focused on
on.
her.
Yeah, which is my number 1.
Basically,
Time out. That is my number.
No, wait. Is it Tiara or Tiara?
Tiaras?
Tiaras.
Whatever.
it's just called
However
trash.
Blake pronounces it, I'll
called
pronounce it the other
trash.
All
way.
right.
Potato, potato, tomato, tomato.
Trash it
Tiara,
either way.
tiara.
That was my number 2.
Onions or scallions?
Yes.
All right.
Was that on yours, Blake?
What?
Toddlers and tiaras? Tiaras?
No, I just know
Oh,
Honey
okay.
Boo Boo because
Okay.
I that is one of my honorable mentions
Okay.
because
So,
it's
yeah,
too
Chris-
obvious because it takes the worst of everything. You know, you're putting these little children up on these stupid ass
I
talent
suppose
shows.
we're talking about my number 1 right now, so let's go on with it.
Stupid ass talent shows have no business in this earth.
I'm going to
basically.
give Kristen credit for this one, though, taking number 1 and 2 down for us just because she started with Honey Boo Boo, which was an offshoot of Toddlers, so we'll put you on the board.
Tiaras. Okay, now go. What was
no.
yours?
Well, I have to go off on Toddlers and Tiaras to my number 1. Of
That
course
was your
I have
number
to
one?
vent. That was my number 1.
I was starting at number 5.
I know.
But you
That's
knocked
what we
out his
usually
number
do.
1.
We could knock his number ones
All
off.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you indirectly knocked me off because it was just the spin-off, but we had to talk about where it
Every
came from.
week, Jeff's number 1 is usually knocked off by somebody else. It's
Yes.
kind of humorous.
So, put it up on the board.
Success. Woo.
But I mean, Toddlers and Tiaras isn't just a bad show. I think it's a dangerous show.
Okay.
I think it really is bad for the children of America to even just that whole culture, and let alone then show it on television.
Yes.
I mean,
So-
didn't the whole story of Joan Benet Ramsey scare everybody off? From
I
that?
would think it would.
I mean, come on.
I think it glamorized it a little bit. And,
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately.
It's disturbing.
Yes.
I think it's for a lot of perverts. There you go.
Would you ever let your kids do it?
Hell no.
Okay.
All right, so now that we're disturbed, I'll go on to my number.
Well, she didn't even finish why Honey Boo Boo was number 5.
I'm sorry, we
You got
cut
more
in.
to say
That's
about
right.
Honey Boo Boo?
I'll piggyback off of what Jason said. It's just a train wreck. I don't see how, you guys can glamorize such an abysmal
Lifestyle.
Yes.
Although I remember Jason told me one time, someone had told him, "Don't you judge those people? You don't know what they're going through."
That's right. I was.
But that's right. But put your child up there to be judged.
And my feeling is,
how
I
can
will
you-
judge those people because they're putting them out in front of the eyes of America.
They're putting their life out
That's right.
there.
Yeah,
for
they're
all to
putting it out
see.
to be judged. Otherwise, they wouldn't have the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
But okay.
So yeah, just it's a train wreck from start to finish. She sounds like she's got marbles in her mouth all the time.
Sure looks like a human thumb.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking June.
I don't know, one of them.
That's Mama June. I
Mama
don't know why I know that. I know that because I have family members that watch
to have
it.
subtitles in an American reality television show
America.
is that's what makes it a train wreck.
What was what's the dad's name? Honey Bear?
Sugar Bear.
Sugar Bear, that's what it is.
Yeah, Honey Bear, like the cereal. Sugar Bear, yeah. So that's my number 5, and that's why.
Jeff, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is the combination of The Bachelor or Bachelorette.
Oh, I didn't even think about those.
Any and all.
Any
That's
and
true.
all.
Okay.
Is that anybody's on list?
No,
It's
I
not
didn't put
on
it
my
on my
list.
list.
I'm going on national television to find love shtick is pretty bad.
Find
And-
love or go on national TV to pimp yourself out.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And people eat it up, and it's disgusting. And yeah.
I like how, like, when they kiss the one girl or the guy, and it's like, you're probably kissing 16 other men or females that were on this show, and
Yeah.
that's just disgusting.
Other
I mean-
body parts that may have been there.
Yes.
And that's the thing is, I think
The
it's
ear.
even. I think it's
Oh,
even
yeah.
worse than all those other, celebrity looking for love, like the Flavor of Love,
Ugh.
Rock of Love. I'm sorry if I'm ruining other
School
people's
bus of
picks.
love.
The sad part is how many seasons those actually lasted.
Yeah. But I mean, at least those everyone knows it's a train wreck and a joke. People actually think The Bachelor is people trying to find love.
How many marriages have actually occurred? I only can think of one, supposedly, that's happened that's still together.
Oh, still, I thought 2
And
happened, and
that's
I thought they
one or
both
two.
divorced.
Tristan, Trista,
Yeah, Trista and somebody.
Ryan.
Maybe.
Ryan and Trista, that God,
Yeah.
for some reason
The
sounds
soap,
right.
the soap opera names, the soap opera people.
Because I think they have a couple kids, don't they?
What do you think
Are
about it?
still
They
together? I thought
started.
they
Yeah.
broke up.
No.
They
I think they're
started
the
with
only
The
ones.
Bachelor, right? They started with The Bachelor.
Yeah.
Hey, girls, whore yourself out and compete against each other to screw that guy.
My question is, what happens if the girls don't like this guy? Because most of the time they're douchebags.
They're all /actor actresses.
Well, that's true.
Models /actor actresses looking for a full-time gig. I mean, if you're looking to get on a soap opera or some other slutty job, then this is it.
My number 5 is Kate Goslin. Anything she's in. Anything. Anything.
Kate and what's her name? 8?
Kate, if
what's
she
her
John
name?
and Kate.
John and Kate. 8.
John and Kate plus 8.
Plus
Those
8.
poor kids.
Actually, John,
And then John left
John
because he
left.
wanted to stop the show and Kate
Get
wouldn't let
out.
him.
John and Kate plus 8, like, originally, like, the first 2 seasons was interesting before she became a succubus and he just was a wuss of a person. And then, like...
But he wore all his cool Ed Hardy shirts.
Yeah, he should be beaten for that. But then, like, every time, like, she keeps coming back, it's like, stop it. We don't need anything else from you.
She was
Stop
on
it.
Dancing with the Stars.
No.
Anything that you leech off your children in order to
Yes.
make money off of,
Financially gain.
you should be pimp slapped.
Well,
You should bachelorette slapped.
I do like how she was supposed to be doing a cruise ship. You know how they have their celebrity cruises that you can...
Seriously?
Yes, this was about
Isn't
2 years ago.
she raising like 8 kids?
Well, this is the best part. Hold on. You can go on this thing, pay extra money for the cruise, and like see Kate Goslin face to face, and you would have dinners with them, all this stuff. They had to cancel it because of low turnout.
I'll
Thank
tell you
goodness.
this much. Kate Goslin tried her hand at blogging as a frugal
She did a
blogger.
coupon, didn't she?
As a
Yes.
coupon frugal blogger.
How'd that work out?
And it failed. She was picked up by a national digital coupon company called Coupon Cabin. And again, at one of my conferences a few years ago, she was there. They paid for her to appear amongst all these frugal bloggers, and low turnout. And needless to say, they dropped her shortly after
Well, no,
that happened.
That's a
frugal
shame.
couponing. It's like, well, yeah, you're getting handed money from TLC. At least you were. She wasn't.
Well,
she
they
might have
said
been very
she's-
frugal at the beginning, but they spent elaborately.
Yeah, because she
later
spent. They bought like what, $2 million house or whatever.
Yeah.
And so that's why.
Same thing. You know what? Give them about 10, 15 years. It'll be Kate and the psychiatric 8. Because all 8 of those children are going to need some
Celebrity
kind of
rehab.
mental celebrity rehab.
Wow, what? I wonder if you can like go to Vegas and bet on the odds of at least one Goslin child being on celebrity rehab,
Which is sad because it's like those
or
kids.
at least in London, because they bet on anything in London.
Yeah.
Blake, what's your number 5?
Oh my gosh. You guys touched on it before we started the top 5. I thought you were going to, because we were talking about nakedness. I saw for the first time Naked and Afraid. And let me just tell you, I saw in about 10 minutes of the episode I probably saw about 9 minutes and 45 seconds of saggy asses and blurred spots. And as my wife and I sat there watching this, my wife summed it up best. I think this is a show for people to beat off to. And I said, you know what? I think you're right.
Wow.
Because the first thing I was ever taught if you're naked in the wilderness is cover yourself in mud so you don't get bit by bugs.
Or fig
Obviously,
leaves.
they never gotten through that part. But anyways.
Time out. Who's beating off to this? Don't they know Emmanuel and Space is out there?
Exactly.
Naked and Afraid.
Naked and Afraid. And they have this thing called their survival ratings, or they, and not to mention a lot of bad tattoo art.
Did you see Floppies?
Yeah, that was blurred
Blurred
out.
floppies,
The
apparently.
floppies
gosh.
were blurred out, yes.
Or smiley-faced graphics.
Or smiley
over.
face graphics, no. But you
I
saw a
hope they
lot
don't
of
do that.
ass crack and back ball sack. That's basically it. And it was nasty.
Okay. Number 4. What's your number 4, Blake?
Number 4. Number 4, I have The Real Housewives of Anything.
That's my number 4 too.
Good
Yes.
4.
You got 4.
Kristen?
I got Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh no! Sorry, we were saying
No.
if Real Housewives was on your list.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Sorry.
Kardashians were my number 2.
And
Me
now
too.
we know,
Number 1. Number 1.
Now we know what my
baby.
number 4 is.
All right, we'll go back to Housewives and then come to the Kardashians.
Real
All right.
Housewives, I'll tell you what. Again, if there's anything that sets the female feminist pro-woman movement back about 30 or 40 years, it's that damn show.
Oh, it's. I have a sister who watches it, and my other sister will be mad because people will probably think it's her because she hates it. But I have a sister who watches it and talks about it, and I'm like, no one cares about what these spoiled
Why?
rich women are trying to
Why?
do. They're just trying to. Oh no! They go to different cities, and it's just the same crap.
It's the same bunch of bimbos over and over again. Fucking suckaby. You want to talk about suckaby? There you go, Jason.
Well, it wasn't, but now
And then these people then are now going to jail because I love it. They're using the show against them. The
Yes.
IRS was.
That's great.
So
You
yeah.
know what? Then they deserve it.
Exactly.
Kristen, your number 4 is Keep Up with the Kardashians.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
That's my number 1.
Why,
number
for the
2.
love of
Do I get
God?
another spot on
Put
the
it on
board?
the board.
On the board.
Put it on the board.
I'm just curious if you
Right.
have 3 that you think are worse than that. That's
I do.
Kardashians kills me because it made them famous.
And
for
they won't
nothing.
go away. For
I
fuck's
know.
sake.
And the barometer is, I think it's going away from them now recently, because even my wife is like, oh, I really don't want to watch this anymore.
You know
And
what
I'm
really-
like,
anymore.
finally.
She watched it before.
Oh, my wife watched it all the time.
You know what really
Mrs.
pissed me off is
Brigger.
that damn bitch Kardashian came out with that app,
Yes.
Hollywood Kardashian, and it was shot to number 1 the first week it was out. I was like, damn you all!
They said she'll make $60 million off that
Stop it!
That
app.
the app.
It's
Did
eno-
you see that she's coming out
What does the app
with a
do?
selfie book?
Yes, it was all her
Is
selfies.
it over 100 or over 1,000 selfies that she's taken?
She's famous.
Hang on, let me resuscitate.
I'm sticking my pen in my eye!
She's famous for doing a fuck tape,
Yes.
and she's making $60 million on an app.
Yeah, where's Ray J? Come on, Ray J should be getting all this too.
Yeah, his reality show wasn't too good either. But
No.
Selfie book. What more vain? How more narcissistic can you get? And people, stop it! Fucking stop feeding the beast! Fucking end of days is here.
Okay, anybody else have anything to add to the Kardashians?
I'm number 4. Can I go with my number 4?
I just wanted to make sure no one had to add to the
No,
Kardashians.
because I
All
I
right.
did.
Blake so I bust a blood
I
vessel.
think Blake said it all for us.
All right.
Number 4, I had Jersey Shore because it brought Snooki into our life.
Oh, God, that one, I
And
forgot about
Jay
Jersey
Bow
Shore.
Wow and that dumbass guy. What the fuck's his name?
The Situation.
The Situation.
He's got a new reality show out with his
God.
family.
It's called
Please.
Bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy.
Bankrupt.
That's another thing. I almost put the news on my list because the local news sometimes talks about this other crap. Like, oh, and then you know, because, we're talking to whatever, The Situation about his new show. I'm like, why are you doing this? I'm trying to watch the news. Why are you having an interview with The Situation?
I
The
like
HuffPost actually did a video commentary on Ronnie and Sammy recently breaking up.
It's because the Huffington Post is a
It was in
piece of
AOL's
shit.
daily top 30 news stories.
Is that worse than our local news? That's 3 of the local news devoted 10 minutes to loitering in the mall parking lot for the kids. That was pretty bad.
I missed that report.
This was a couple years ago, and you were all mocking because we're like, oh, look at the news. Oh, it's loitering in the mall parking lot. And we're like, okay, haha. We flipped to the next one. It was the number 2 story on 2 other channels.
So one channel scooped them, got it out 5 minutes earlier.
Loitering in the mall parking lot. Bravo.
Of all the problems in the world, we have to focus on loitering in the mall parking
It's not
lot.
like we're not having, daily murders and violence elsewhere in the city, but
How did we go from Snooki to loitering in a mall parking lot?
Snooki does that to us.
Snooki, is that the whole
Because
thing
we'd
in
rather
Jersey
not
Shore
talk about
too, wasn't it?
I gotcha. All right.
Okay, Kristen, number 3 for you.
I have Breaking Amish.
I thought about that. That's an honorable mention for me.
I've never seen it, so I can't.
I've seen a couple of those, and I found them actually kind of interesting. Isn't that where when they turn 18, they let them go out?
16.
Or 16 in the
16.
world?
They do
Yeah.
that or whatever it's
They
called.
do
Rumburger.
their
Rumsterburger?
Rumpelstiltskin.
yeah,
They do their walkabout,
Ramadan.
Amish walkabout.
Amish Walkabout. We'll
Yeah.
go with that.
and they send them to the
Big city, yeah.
And don't a number of them always get addicted to drugs or something?
Yes.
Well, the reality of it is, a lot of them have convictions on their record before they even go out for their little spring fling.
Oh, so the background check that the TV producers do is, let's find the train wreck of the Amish, and then give them money and drugs, access to all that, and let it go.
That's right.
Oh my God.
Well,
And can I give a little sub to Breaking Amish?
Yes.
course.
And go with the same kind of topic and Amish Mafia.
Yes. But that's all reenactments, thank God.
Oh, like the parking wars?
Yes. Don't get me
Yeah.
started on that shit.
The Buggy Wars? Buggy
Buggy
Drag?
Wars.
So
But with the Breaking Amish, I heard like...
Do they do drive-by buggy
like,
shootings?
I heard
Clop,
like half the
clop,
people,
clop, bam,
like
clop,
they've
clop,
actually
clop,
been
clop.
out for years, and they're just pretending to be going out again.
yes,
Yeah.
that's what I've read as well.
And
Yeah.
it's not even fresh Amish going out. It's people who've already had children and are now trying to be famous because they were once Amish.
Oh,
Wasn't that kind of like, can you compare that with like that? Wasn't there a TV show called like My Gypsy Life?
yes.
Yeah.
I never saw that one.
Yes. My wife watched that too. My wife watches a lot of garbage. Yes. Jeff, what's your number 3?
My number 3, we kind of mentioned earlier. It's the Teen Mom. That kind of combined with the 16 and Pregnant, because I think one spun off the other.
But Teen Mom has been a public service.
No,
Time
it
out,
hasn't.
Blake.
Teen-
Time out,
Yes,
Blake.
it has.
I'm going to shank you.
Teen pregnancies have declined since
Yeah.
that show came out.
Is there proof that that's the reason they've declined?
Unfortunately, stupidity has continued to go up.
Unfortunately, people like Farrah Abraham are using it to try and get...
Kardashian herself?
Yes, she wants to be a Kardashian. She's using the fact that she got pregnant at 16, had a baby, and is now trying to use it for stardom and doing porn.
I like 16 and pregnant and teen mom. I admit it.
Okay, this show is over. Goodbye, everybody.
I do watch it. And then I stopped watching it, and my wife started watching it again, and it pulled me back in.
I'll say, as the parent of a teenager in the household, I have come to like it by default, based on my teenager watching it.
That's right.
And I'm okay with her watching it with me, because if there's questions, I'm there to answer. So
all right, so I got slapped down by the parents.
I was about to say, being a male parent of 2 teenage girls, my reaction wasn't as sweet as yours. My reaction was, thank God they're not that fucked up.
But I got slapped down by the parents.
As they say on the streets,
though?
you got served.
The first
Again,
round
served.
of girls on that show, including Farrah, they came from all walks of life.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Farrah's
that's true.
parents were very well off.
Yes.
Yeah, they were. I remember they had a
Very
nice,
comfortable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then like Caitlin and Tyler, I mean, Caitlin was kind of thrown
To the wolves.
to the wolves and ended up living with Tyler and his family.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they come
Yeah.
from all walks of life.
And
And
they're-
look at the turnabout on that. Caitlin and Tyler are still together.
They put their kid up for
married,
adoption.
Yeah. Getting married, getting their stuff in order, finishing college, and look at the train wreck Farrah Abraham is.
She just
who
went
came
on to-
from an affluent family.
Have anal sex in front of millions of people.
It was a leaked tape that was not leaked.
It was leaked by her.
Yes.
And her publicist.
Yes.
And
And
I
it was
don't
not-
even know how
it was-
he's making money.
Was
but
that the James Dean?
Yeah.
All right.
It
Oh,
was
that the
supposed
guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was supposed to be. She wanted to make it a fake, or a leak tape, and they asked him to do it, and he said, "No, I'm not doing it. You paid me to do this." So it's like, bravo, James, bravo.
Yeah.
Oh, he did do it, didn't he?
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, he did do it. They paid him to do it. He did do it.
That's
And then
right.
when it came out that it was leaked, he said, "No, they paid me, and we're going to do it the whole time."
Yeah.
But I
That's
mean,
right. Put your
She
penis
was
where your money
actually on
is. There you go.
She was on a daytime talk show, which I'm not counting as reality show.
Yes.
Called The Test, and they put her up to a lie detector test, asking her various questions about that leaked tape episode, and they also gave her a pregnancy test because they thought she was pregnant.
Oh dear God.
Again.
By him.
Oh my goodness.
By him.
Oh God.
So.
wasn't it an anal scene? I don't think that's how you get pregnant, or did I? Miss
Well, I think it
something?
was a lot more than that.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
You only get pregnant by kissing, okay? There's no kissing
Hand
involved.
holding is what I thought it was.
Yes.
Staring. Where have you been? Staring.
Uh-oh, you've been staring at me all night. I might be pregnant.
That's because the microphone's between you guys.
Okay, that's it.
That's just not a spit shield.
Nice.
I'm out here.
And now we're done. Jason, you're number 3.
Oh God.
Hoarders.
Hoarders.
Hoarders. And the reason is because I'm OCD and I see these people and I just want to kill them. Not literally, just
No, you literally want to kill
I
them.
just want to
Yeah.
slap them down. I walk into it and they're like, I can't get rid of it. That's my can of soup that I got when I was 8 years old. Put your fucking can of soup away. Throw it away.
You
know, it's-
sound like Consuela.
No.
You know what's worse than the
More
car
lemon
hoarders?
pledge.
Like,
Lemon
you see
pledge.
people driving around their car like 99% full of garbage. You're like, what the hell are you doing?
Well, that's
You're
Jeff's car.
driving it
No,
around.
it's not 99% full. I usually clean it when it gets to about 40.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But still, yeah, I know people that are borderline hoarders.
No,
and
the
it
hoarders.
drives me insane.
When they're doing garbage angels in their house.
Get out
Oh,
of
the,
there.
the worst is when they find their dead pets.
Yes, dead cats.
A dead cat. And
Yes.
it's like, oh, that's where Fluffy went.
Yes.
And you're like,
Ugh.
what, really?
And the
When you've
worst
got
is-
too much stuff, you can't even find your cat.
And I understand
Because it fell under a...
I know it's a sickness, but at the same time, it fucking annoys me when you have this reality show coming in and cleaning out your house, redoing your whole house, and they're like, "Oh no, we're not doing that. I can't get rid of it." That was a paper I got when I was 7 years old. No, sorry. Oh, I fucking annoys
But
me.
they are giving you a service of trying to help these people with their sickness.
Yeah, at least they're trying
But
to
they
help
never
those
take
people.
them up on it.
Like
They always take them up on it by the end. They end up getting rid of
trash
everything.
collector intervention.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Is that what you?
Yeah.
It's pretty much it's their family members bringing in these people for kind of a trash intervention.
Psychiatric help, have a yard sale, garbage.
So, what's your number 3, Blake?
My number 3, if there's anything more damning about the younger generation that's coming to light, it is my Sweet 16.
Oh,
Ever
Super
see
Sweet
that?
16,
My
yes.
Super Sweet 16 birthday.
Do not know
You
this
want to
one.
see the narcissistic
this is
me generation?
spoiled brats who get pissed
Spoiled
off
brats
when they
who
don't
get
get what they want.
Exactly. Who say, I want, vanilla
Mercedes.
ice. Well, not vanilla ice. I want Chris
Range
Brown.
Rover.
I had Chris Brown
No
at
one
my
wants Chris
party.
Brown at your
They
party.
hired Chris Brown to come in, and he does a song. There's
Beat people up.
$67,000 Lexus, and if it's not the right Lexus, they have fits.
Did
You
you...
know,
So this
parents.
is pretty much what
Oh.
Veruca Salt does when she grows up.
Who's that?
Times
You
about
know Veruca
20.
Salt?
Veruca Salt from Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka?
Oh, I hate Willy Wonka. Moving on.
Well, you're wrong
Now,
there.
not the really good grunge band Veruca Salt, but
His
character
name's Can't
Veruca
Stop
Salt.
the Seether.
Nope.
That's right.
So did you get this for your daughters when they turned 16?
No,
You didn't
Lexus?
bling them out.
You
I did not bling them out. Unfortunately.
I didn't even know there was a thing as a Super Sweet 16 until I saw
Yes,
this
it's
show.
on that evil network.
No.
MTV.
I mean, I didn't know that was the thing with people when they turn 16 years old that they would have a
Yes.
huge party.
Yeah, so apparently, if you're rich, narcissistic,
They steal it
and
from
bitches.
the Latinos quinceañera.
Quinceañera.
Oh, okay.
That's a big
or
thing.
it could have
It's
been
15,
from
by the way.
the Jewish bar mitzvah kind of thing.
That's not really a birthday, though.
Oh no.
Kristen, what was your number 3? Did you do 3 already?
I did do 3 already.
What's your
Jason.
Who has
2?
done 3?
My 2.
2.
Be ready for a flashback.
Wow.
Ready? Tommy Lee Goes to College.
Which lasted 1 season.
Oh
Tommy
my
Lee
goodness.
Goes
Did
to
it last
College.
the full season?
I don't know.
After a sex tape with Pam, I can never take the guy seriously.
Yes, as a college graduate.
Drummer
As a
for Motley
especially as a
Crue, I
college
can't take him
graduate.
seriously.
There's Motley Crue.
What college did he go to? Hard Knocks.
F-U.
Nobody knows.
Something you. That's all I know.
Oh, Blake, what was your number 2?
My number
Tommy.
2 was the evil Kardashians. Don't get me started again.
Jeff and I are done.
2 was my Kardashian.
2 is Toddlers and Terrors. Number 1 is Kardashians for me. Number 1 for Jeff is Toddlers and Terrors.
All right.
My number 1, since it was kind of blown earlier, it was the granddaddy of them all, MTV's Real World.
Really?
No, if that fucking show failed, we wouldn't have this quagmire of bad TV that we have
I
today.
don't think so. Survivor kind of kicked it into full gear.
No, Real World started the
I
whole
agree, but Survivor
thing.
pushed it.
No. The Survivor is different. I mean, it started the
least it was
competition
kind of a
shows. The competition
game
shows
show.
at least offer something to them, or just following people just to follow people is. I mean, I would agree with you on the Real World, and it was an honorable mention is because of what it itself has become. But I honestly enjoyed the first couple seasons because it was new and different.
total complete strangers, put them together,
A
and it
lot
gets
less
real.
unedited.
Yeah.
By the time they got to, I think, Hawaii,
Which one was that?
I think that was 3.
Was it Puck?
they had New York and
Pre-Puck
San
was 3.
Francisco. And then they had that
Oh,
a Maya chick. I want to say that was 3 or 4. By then it was dead. It was.
Oh no, that was more like 7 or 8.
Was it?
1 was New York, 2 was LA, 3 was San Francisco, 4 was London.
And then they ran out of places, and they had to
5 was
start all over again.
Miami, 6 was Seattle, 7 was Boston,
8 was Iran.
and then I think Hawaii might have been
So
8.
far away.
So far away.
Ooh, Flock of Seagulls reference.
Okay, so Chris, what's your number 1?
I thought I heard it earlier, just in general reference, but tragic the first time, the second time, and I think the third time they did it. Flavor of Love.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I believe there were 3,
Yes.
maybe 4.
I think it was 3, but I'm not positive.
Flavor Flav,
And-
at least it was funny. That's all
And
I'd
then
say
kind
about
of
it.
like a subsection to that was the one where he and Brigitte Nielsen were in
Yes.
the same celebrity something.
Oh, the Surreal Life.
Surreal Life.
Surreal Life.
Where he and Brigitte Nielsen actually had a on-screen relationship.
Oh.
Well, yeah, they were on the Surreal Life, which I enjoyed the Surreal Life.
On-screen
I don't know
relations?
why, but they were on the Surreal Life, and then they went and had.
Didn't they do their
Strange Love or something like that? And then so they kind of like had like him go to Europe where she was living, and then her come visit him or something.
Yeah.
And then it went into the Flavor of Love, where he was just trying to pick up.
How
Trashy
desperate
women.
are the women that they're trying to find love with Flavor Flav?
None of them are trying to find
When
love.
you
They're trying to
have
become
someone
stars.
who is a train wreck to begin with, and he names them things like Hotlanta
Oh, that's right.
or
Bootylicious or
Juicy
yeah.
Booty.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was, no offense, Sir Mix-a-Lot, but I mean, it was.
Are you talking about the objectification of women?
Never on reality
No.
shows.
No.
Never.
No, so that's my number one. Anything that involves Flavor Flav and
Or
love.
you can put Rock of Love up there with them too.
You could
Yeah, you
put
could
Rock
put
of Love up there because I think at the end of both of those shows,
They were
and they
back to
both
back,
went,
weren't they?
They were, and I
Pretty
think
much Rocket. Once Flavor died out, then
One was
Rock
an
of
old
Love
washed
came.
I
up
think they both
hair
went
metal
for
guy, and the
3
other was a
seasons.
washed up rapper.
And I think at the end of each show, they went back to the woman they were with before the
Seasons.
season.
Oh, they weren't even looking. They
Yes, it was all
a
goofy
setup.
ass and
So-
free booty. That's all it was.
That's my
Yep.
number one.
According to IMDb, both of them had 3 seasons.
Okay.
And it also, Tommy Lee, apparently it was filmed at the University of Nebraska in Lincoln.
Huh. Well,
All
okay.
right.
So I feel sorry for Nebraska.
UN. So,
Is that
okay.
the Cornhuskers?
Yes.
All right.
So there's top 5. Also, if you think you have a top 5 idea, send it to us, tweet us, Facebook us, whatever.
Yeah, we've got
Email
a
it.
competition going.
Yep.
We got a prize.
Got some entries in. You win an autographed copy screenplay of Dogma by
And
Kevin
what-
Smith.
And what do they have to do to get it?
All you have to do is send in your top 5 suggestion that you want us to do.
And not be related to us.
Yes, not be related to us.
Sorry, Jim.
Or associated with you?
No, associate.
Associate can. Now,
Okay.
we just can't
All
give
right.
it to relatives.
Okay.
So-
Do we get to do our honorable mentions?
If you got
Oh,
one,
if you've got
I've
things
got
you want to
like
throw out
4.
there.
go ahead.
Oh yeah.
I've got Bad Girls Club 1
Yes.
through 15,
Yes.
whatever.
Wasn't that, what's her name in that? Or am I thinking of she in something else? The Chelsea Handler?
No, that's something else.
No,
something
no,
What was
no.
the Bad Girls Club?
Bad Girls Club is just taking 6 or 7. It's like the Real World, but all female.
Yes.
And they make them all fight
And
each
they
other.
yes.
Oh hey.
And they're all 20 somethings, and they think they're a bad girl.
I've seen it. I've seen that.
They pull off
yes.
hair. Pull off hair.
Yeah.
They do pull a lot of hair.
And lots of big nails.
Another one I got is that I think it just premiered, Born into the Wild.
Is that kind of like a spin-off of Naked and Afraid?
I
This-
don't know what that is, but it sounds bad.
You Google Born into the Wild. I'm gonna let you tell them what it's about.
Yeah.
What's your other one,
Please
Sam?
read the premise.
Married by America.
Yes. Yes.
What?
Wow, I don't know
Yes.
that one either.
I remember that. That was on Fox.
Yes.
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 And one season, or did it get canceled? halfway? Yeah.
One. And the audience basically chose who you were going to get married by.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah,
It was a
marriage.
pinnacle of Fox's success right there.
Yeah.
I see.
Is your last one Mr. Personality, whatever, with Monica Lewinsky? Remember that one?
Yes, I do.
Wow, I don't
When
remember.
they
I
all wear
do.
masks?
What about Joe Millionaire?
Oh, Joe Millionaire.
Joe Millionaire.
That was funny
Yeah.
because those women deserved it.
They did not.
So,
Born in the
into
Wild?
the Wild.
Is it Born in the Wild?
Born in, it might be,
There's no plot on
For you
it.
listening at
Born
home,
in the
Google it
Wild.
now while you're listening to the
2014
podcast.
See who
documentary
wins.
miniseries.
here we go.
Here we go.
Mark
Got it.
Evans and Joy Riedenberg as the stars, but they didn't give any sort of thing on
Synopsis?
on IMDb. There's no synopsis.
Pretty good podcasting right now.
So everybody, get on your computers and look up Google.
And then send it to
Born
us.
in the Wild. Born in the Wild. You're looking at Born to Be Wild.
No, I looked at Born in the Wild. IMDb didn't really have.
Can someone
anything.
just tell me what it's about?
I will.
Born in the Wild.
How much free advertisement are we going to give this shitty show?
Lifetime reality
It
show.
follows the birthing of children, all natural, by themselves, in the wild.
Oh, the link to it came up on Entertainment Weekly. Thanks, Entertainment Weekly.
That.
Wait a minute. You go into
Shocking
the woods
reality
and have
show
your
debate.
kids?
Women give birth in the wild. Lifetime's new reality show
Ah,
is delivering some controversy before it's even born.
get it?
Born in the Wild, it chronicles pregnant woman giving birth outdoors unassisted by doctors. What happened? Unassisted by doctors, but we got cameramen.
We have a doctor standing by.
If you need a C-section, I got some fish hooks. It's okay. Everything's fine.
Yeah, no, that sounds bad. You're right.
It's just the previews show women. It kind of dating naked, where they're wearing.
This is the aftermath of dating naked 9 months later.
That's right. That's right. They're completely naked.
They're in this picture.
They're in the
Or
wild.
she is, anyway.
Is it blurred?
Oh, God.
No, well, it's just not a very flattering picture.
She's a
It's a
squatter.
lady about ready to give birth.
Oh,
Yeah, they're in the wild. They're giving birth to their child with what they feel is the most natural environment and element possible.
Mm-hmm.
No assistance of drugs, and the only thing they have on standby, and I use that quote loosely, is I believe an EMT
Oh, well, that's good.
or a nurse.
This really isn't in the
Somewhere.
wild. She's got like a mat laid down. I mean, jeez.
Can't you just go to the bathtub, light some scented candles, and have a Wiccan standing by?
It just to
Picture
me,
she's on a neoprene mat. I mean, come on, that's not in the wild at all.
to me, it's like, okay, you've created a reality show for almost everything else out there. Now you're just drawing it,
I want the reality show where they go to a morgue. Let's do that one next.
they're scraping the bottom of the barrel here at this point with this one, and that's why
Oh.
I just think it's awful.
Yeah, that's why a couple weeks ago when we were going to do your top 5 reality shows you want them to make, and I couldn't think of anything because anything that I think they've made that could be made has already been made. They keep proving me wrong. But these
You
aren't
didn't
ones
know
that I
about
want to
this
see.
one?
Nope, didn't
All
hear
right.
about this one at all.
Basically, he couldn't come up with any bad ideas.
Well, I don't want bad ideas. I want good ideas.
Okay. Well, Kristin, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And where are you at? It's freeatlast.com.
Without the stutter, it's freeatlast.com.
That's all I do is stutter.
I know.
So, bad idea of the week, number 401. In reference to Sin City 2, waiting 9 years to make a sequel to a movie.
Yes, if you got a hot property and you're going to do a sequel, you might as well get it out a little bit earlier so people still remember what it is.
So,
Unlike the first 3 Star Wars movies.
yes.
Every 3 years. Boom, boom,
Yep.
boom.
Bam.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
You are now leading the world of Musings of a Geek podcast network. Stay geeky, my friends.